Hey, here with you Wednesday night, D&D, ready to play. It is a cool one tonight. We are still playing what we played last week, which is the Minds of Phandelver and the Icepire Peak, which I am DMing for help with my regular players, my homebrew campaign. We have a couple of guests with us tonight. My buddy Joe is playing Dawn Lonson, the Elven Ranger, exactly the meme character you would expect him to be. And then I have Bink, the Gripply frog person rogue, and Hans, the human barbarian. We also have our buddy Ty with us tonight. They are interested in playing. They've never played before. They're actually going to be building a character in the background as we go, so we may be stopping play to talk with new players, take questions about new players, about different things that we're doing as we're playing as well. So it is going to be a little bit more of like a learning type session, which will be great for anybody who is thinking, hey, what is D&D? How do I even get started? Maybe I should just watch somebody else play D&D. We're going to do that. We have somebody live who's going to be asking questions as they have them, and hopefully you might find it helpful. Or if not, then at least you'll get to see some cool D&D. All right, here we go. Okay, we are live. I am here. We are ready to do recap, which I just got done watching the video, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just fill everybody in. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, we've had Bink and Hans, who have been the two adventurers who have been traveling through Phandalin, taking jobs off of the board, and ultimately doing the town some good so far. They started their journey together by saving Miss Adabra, and she was a widower who lived on her own outside of town and needed to be brought to the safety of Phandalin because of the risk of a dragon attacking her. Because there's one that's been sighted on the loose, and it's been pretty troublesome for everyone. Upon reaching her humble abode, they found a large manticore, which is like a griffin if it were part scorpion instead of part eagle. And they barely escaped with their lives. And Miss Adabra, but they did. You guys returned, got another job off the board, got paid from the odd town master who refuses to leave his house and pays you 1 gold coin at a time, slid underneath his door. You got a second job to warn a pair of dwarves about this dragon who have been stuck excavating the remains of an old dwarvish mine and city, or you weren't sure, some dwarven ruins. When you got out there, you found the pair of dwarves, and they had run into some trouble and asked you guys to help clear them out. And in exchange, they were willing to give you a pair of sending stones they had discovered. You guys fought a ton of jellies and were able to make that trade for the stones. You also cleared out a rubble-filled passageway to discover what turned out to be a booby-trapped statue, which fortunately you all didn't set off, but your dwarven friends did, pretty badly wounding them. I believe Dawn even gave up a health potion to stabilize one of the two.
Correct.
Upon trying to leave said area, you were ambushed by well, not ambushed necessarily, but you found a pack of dwarves outside of the cave entrance and had to fight. You had two options: retreat back inside where there was no escape, or fight your way out.
You mean a pack of orcs, right? Not dwarves?
Orcs. I'm sorry. You found a pack of orcs outside, 3 of them, and your two wounded dwarvish friends weren't unable to assist you guys in the battle, but you were just barely able to best all 3 orcs rather. Make your way back to Phandalin. Receive your payment for said job, although this time Dawn, your new pal Dawn, who found you, I forgot his entry. He found you guys out at the mountain, and was on the same job to warn the dwarves about the dragon. But you guys had already completed that, so he just tagged along and ended up getting paid for it out here with you anyway. He was less patient than you were, and together you all decided that maybe there was a faster way to get paid. And Bink tried to pick the lock to the town master's house, And turns out the door was still barred on the inside because even though Bink was successful, the door still did not open. And Harbin threw a fucking fit, yelling and screaming, and attracted half the damn town that all grabbed their arms and came down here and set you guys straight. You guys were then willing to wait the few minutes for Harbin to finish paying you, and you all headed back to the Stonehill Inn, which is the proprietor of which is a portly human male by the name of Toblin. You were there decompressing, enjoying a drink, when Dawn, whipped his head around and said, "She's here," and promptly left the building. The two of you remaining, Bink and Hans, bought a room for the night, stayed here at the Stonehill, and we are picking up the following morning with Bink and Hans, who, because one of you is a frog and the other one is a human, very different sizes. You only really need one room, and you guys have been sharing space since you've been traveling together. So we'll start with the two of you awaking in your room on a new day of at the Stonehill, to the familiar scent of breakfast being cooked downstairs, but no apparent sign of your new friend Dawn.
I thought of something hilarious. What if Ty was Sammy?
No.
I encourage intertwining of backstories, but in the one-shot setting, it is not as backstories are not as critical.
No, it'd just be so funny.
Okay, so the two of you presumably are going to talk about your plans for the day, or head downstairs, or do something. But you guys you do have a private moment to have a discussion at this point before you head downstairs.
I think Hans is probably gonna pick up Bink and go downstairs and get food and then head out, unless there's anything else specifically Bink wants to do.
Really, just jump on the helmet.
Okay. Alright, then that's gonna happen, and I think Han's gonna go down, get some breakfast in him.
Okay, sounds good. And Toblin is happy to see you guys. And as you approach the bar, he says, welcome. You appear to have managed to stay out of trouble for the remainder of the night. And he gives you kind of a sly smile.
Han's just it was a bit difficult, but we managed.
Bink's gonna do the infamous gum smile.
And Toblin just looked, yes, charming. Well, any big plans for the day? I'm sure you need some food to take up for the adventures ahead, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna get some food, and then we're gonna go out to the job board, see what's up there.
So I think I heard some talk that there might be some new jobs on the board. Old Harbin must have snuck out in the middle of the night and posted some new ones.
Did he now? Han's gonna keep that in mind, and just gonna be he's gonna request some breakfast.
Absolutely, and for the young, old, for the frog?
3 egg.
Oh, it's 3 eggs today. Okay, that's right. Then just a moment, and he goes and he is doing a little bit of calculation. He says that'll be let's see here, two silver for the breakfast and 1 for the eggs.
$2 silver.
Yeah, so you guys can do your calculations, and then Toblin disappears to go start the cooking process. This early in the morning, it's just him, so he's working all alone. Before too long, he returns with your food. Presumably, you guys consume it and are ready to start your day.
Yep.
Cool. You're still in the tavern. There's nobody else in here. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. It's you guys and Toblin.
Bink's gonna jump back onto Han's helmet and kind of just wait.
Han's gonna be like, "Well, we'll be heading out here. So thank you for the food." And then he like sits up and he's gonna like drop him a silver for as a tip, and then start his heading out.
And he will, he'll take the silver and put it in, like the breast pocket of his apron, and just like not say anything, but make it a point to make eye contact and tap it twice as you guys make your way out the door. And once you exit the inn, pretty much immediately you hear like a rustling in like the shrubbery nearby.
Can Bink do a perception check?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Dun 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 dun. It's another orc.
3 was enough.
Oh, yeah. It nat 20. Why do I roll a nat 20 on the perception roll?
You see a large humanoid figure and a distinctly familiar longbow poking out from the edge of the shrubbery that you identify as Dawn's, as belonging to Dawn, your companion from the day before.
Can Bink make the jump from Han's helmet to Dawn's?
You can't see Dawn's helmet. You'd have to just kind of like jump into the shrub and do the best you could. But yeah.
Okay. Let's do this.
Cool. Give me an acrobatics check, please.
Okay. Let me get to the skills. Okay. 29.
Yeah. Despite the fact that you're not able to see exactly where you're jumping, it's not a huge amount of distance, and you can see kind of like from the direction the longbow was pointing, you know that he's got it on his back, so you can tell like roughly where his shoulders are, and you make your best guess about where his head's gonna be, and you springboard and fly, and fly through this. Dawn hears like some of the like twigs and leaves like snapping and cracking as Bink like bullets through this shrub, and then feels a familiar impact on his explorer's hat.
Oh, hello, little one. I think I lost Sammy, so I stayed out in this bush all night, waiting for you two to come back out.
You slept outside all night?
I sleep outside a lot. That's what I do.
What is a Sammy?
Sammy is one hell of a woman. She is a witch of a woman whose only purpose in life is to ruin my life. But she can wrap her legs around me twice over. Hell of a woman.
Bink gives the most like confused, I think, expression she's ever had in this moment, because there's no concept of like human term for reproduction. It's gonna kind of like
it like doesn't culturally translate.
It does not wrap your legs around someone's not. And look at Hans and kind of look down at like Dawn and be like, acrobatic.
Oof. I'll say.
And she's gonna look at back to kind of Hans and be like, Sammy, performer.
In a way.
Sir?
No, she's a witch. She's a straight up witch. She's a devil.
Oh.
One a nearby, like, because you guys are like out in the town green, so there's like there's like a dwarf and like father-son trio who are like walking past you, and he just like hears you. No, like a real witch. She's like the devil, and like he turns his son. He like moves into the other side, and they like quicken their pace.
Go ahead.
On the note of devil, Bink is gonna go, oh, tiefling. Yes?
Tiefling?
Tiefling?
What, do I know what a tiefling is, David?
You as a player probably do. They're like the big devil. They're like the red or purple horned playable race. But
Oh.
as far as your character,
Wait, what color? What color ones?
They're either red. They're usually red, blue, or purple, or somewhere in between. They're like on that spectrum.
I could work with that actually.
Yeah.
In creation of Sammy, I could work with that.
In D&D, are they also like the equivalent of if someone somehow gets with a demon and or makes a contract, somehow it gets in the bloodline?
It's, I mean, kind of. It's complicated. They're so cool that there's some stuff that's canon for them and some stuff that's homebrewed for them. If you guys were playing a tiefling in this campaign, I'd probably go by the book because literally everything else is by the book. And so in that case, I want to say tieflings are. I don't even think it's necessarily devil. I think it's just like there's a touch of arcane blood in them in the same way there's a touch of arcane blood in like Asimars. They're just more on the like chaotic than lawful side of like spectral energy. But I'd have to double check that.
In Bink's mind, we are talking about a witch who is also an acrobatic, who is also a demon, and she is intrigued. This is like if someone was like, "You gonna get to make, yeah, you see that person over there? They can do magic. They're a demon, and they can do flips. Like, who would not want to meet that person now?"
God damn it! Now I have to make Sammy.
Oh my gosh.
I'll work on it.
Yeah.
I'll sit down and write something for her.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Oh.
So, I'm gonna, as I see the small dwarf's father run away, I'm gonna say, so where are we headed to today?
We're going back to the job board if you want to join us. We're looking to see if we can make some more cash money.
Sure. Could always use a spare bit of gold.
Alright, and I'm assuming like he gets out of the bush.
To add, oh yeah, I'm out of the bush. I'm sorry. he said if you want to join us, and I thought we were going to the job board.
Yeah, we are. It's just like I'm thinking like it's a thing. It could be a thing if he gets out of the bush or he takes the bush with him. He just like uprooted it.
I'm thinking.
No, I am.
Yeah, I'm imagining you guys are just like sitting there, like talking to somebody, like very obviously crouched in a bush this whole time, just like, yeah, I've been waiting for you guys. Like people are just like, what are they doing over there? Why are they talking? Okay, so as you guys make your way to the job board, which is outside the townmaster's hall, you do pass the Shrine of Luck, and there does appear to be a woman like tending to the shrine. And once you hit the job board, there is the job which was previously because when you guys. Well, when Hans and Bink first rolled into Phandelver, there were 3 jobs on the board. By the time Dawn got to Phandelver, there were 2 jobs on the board, one for the dwarves and one for Nomengard. And now you guys check, and the top job on the job board is to go to Nomengard, and it reads, a clan of reclusive rock gnomes resides in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Nomengard are known for their magical inventions, and they might have something with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them, and if you bring back something useful you don't want to keep, you can sell it to Harbin. But now there are 3 additional jobs which have been posted on the board as well. One reads, orcs have attacked the Butterskull Ranch 5 miles east of Coneyberry along the Tribor Trail. Travel there with haste. Assess the damage and help any way you can. Ranch owner Alphonse Big Al is a retired sheriff who can reward you for your efforts. If the worst has happened and he has died, return to Harbin for a reward. Another job says, deep in Neverwinter Wood, along the river that flows west toward Neverwinter is a logging camp. Every 2 months, Phandalin delivers fresh supplies to the camp, which is run by the half-brother of Phandalin's townmaster, Harbin Lester. Barthen, the local provisioner, has prepared a new delivery. He needs someone to bear the supplies safely to the camp. Return to Harbin with a notice of delivery signed by his half-brother to claim your reward. And the third job says the Mountain's Toe gold mine lies 15 miles northeast of Phandalin. The new overseer, Don John Raskin, just made the trip from Neverwinter to Phandalin and needs to be escorted to the mine. There's no telling what dangers lie between there and here. When you deliver Raskin safe and sound, return to Townmaster to collect a reward. The reward for each of these is 150 gold pieces. And so to surmise, you can go to Gnomengarde, talk to the gnomes, find something magical. You can go to Butterskull Ranch, see what the deal is with the orcs, see if the sheriff is alive or dead, save him, or don't, and get paid, as long as you know what happened. You can go to the loggers camp and get a writ signed by Harbin's brother, who runs it, because he needs some supplies delivered from the local provisioner here in Phandalin to his loggers camp. And the last quest is to escort an individual from Phandalin, where you are, to the gold mine, where he's going to start doing work. And those are the 4 jobs on the board.
I'm personally gonna vote the orc one.
With the Weird Al,
Big Al Yankovic.
Yeah, Big Al the sheriff.
Mainly because you said with haste in that one, right?
That one did say with haste.
Yeah, okay. Bink is gonna, being on Dawn's helmet, I guess, point her little suction cup thingy towards the orc one and just kind of look at Han and see his response.
Hans was thinking either that one or the one they could get free stuff, but if it's with haste, then he'll go with that one.
I'm assuming does he nod his head?
Yeah, he nods his head.
Okay. Bink is gonna do the whole suction cup to the helmet, look down to make eye contact with Dawn, and just see what he's thinking.
You have my vote as well. What the frog says goes.
Mm-hmm.
Frog says goes.
Yeah. Bink is gonna kind of point back at the board. We get money even if he dead, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay. I can sneak. Find him. Don't deal with orcs.
If there are orcs, you can send a message. So pulls up the summoning crystal like an iPhone, or the sending stone like an iPhone, and is send a message to us with this and let us know if you need help or anything.
Okay, so on that note, who has the stones right now?
I know Bink has one and Hans has one.
Okay,
I think we only got 2, right?
You only got
you
only got 2.
One.
So I just wanted to make sure I knew in whose pocket they were.
One is in Bink's tiny ass pocket.
That's fair. Don showed up late for the party, so he didn't have any magical items yet.
Fair.
Yeah, sorry, Don.
Is it are these stones a one-time use situation, or can they be used?
They're one time per day.
Oh, okay. So this is
So you want to keep them forever, but you can only. They're good for sending one message. So if you start it, you send one message. Hans replies with one reply, and they're done for the day. And same the other way around. You either get it, then you can get a message. They're only good once, but it doesn't matter who starts it. They're. But
okay.
You either send or you receive once per day, and then that's it. Okay, so you guys are all standing outside the board. There are, just a couple people milling around. The woman tending to the shrine here, and you guys are standing outside the townmaster's hall.
What's up?
I'm just reiterating that you guys are standing out in the plaza. Sounds like you guys have agreed on what to do, but you haven't started doing it yet.
Okay.
How do we get to where we're going?
There are directions. It's part of the deal. Have attacked Butterskull Ranch 5 miles east of Coneyberry along the Tribor Trail. And the Tribor Trail is. Oh, did I send you guys a map of the Sword Coast? I thought I did. Oh no, I didn't. Oh shoot, that's on me.
Yes, Dave, you've betrayed us.
I know I have. Let me see here. What I called that? Probably the Sword Coast or Sword Coast.
This feels like a stupid question, but with Bink's tongue, could someone take her tongue, swing her around, and then toss her to try to get her up on something if she couldn't jump?
With Bink being a frog and literally being built to jump, I would imagine that though that's possible, Bink can probably jump just about anywhere that she could be tossed. And as such, that's the kind of thing that's more likely to happen because a bad guy, catches your tongue because you rolled poorly and
That's what I was wondering.
does
So I was
something like that.
Or catches my tongue. Am I gonna get swung around like one of those sticky hands and they toss?
Yeah, I don't think so.
That would be funny though.
That is Nat 1 territory.
That is Nat.
Yeah, I mean, anything is possible, I guess. Anything is possible.
That's what we found out last week when we almost all died.
Yeah, but I also specifically don't care about killing you guys in these. But the good news is I also specifically don't care about you guys stomping through stuff. If it's way too easy, it's kind of one of those things oh, no skin off my nose. Shoot, man, what is? See users, OneDrive documents, D&D. Oh, of course it's in the Icepire Peak folder. Where else would it be? It belongs in the Icepire Peak folder. Okay, here we go. We're gonna add some.
Andreas, that Luigi looks so tired.
Sleepy boy.
I like that photo.
Yeah, it works. I'm making eye contact with it, and it's he looks done.
I'm trying to edit it to have different ones, but I don't know how to add the border to him to circular. It just keeps uploading a flat PNG.
Oh, I have no clue. I
do not remember how I did it.
Oh, that's why I didn't do it yet, because my files are too powerful. They're too big, so I can't actually post you guys the picture of the Sword Coast. That's a bummer. Can I send it to you guys? No. Okay. Anyway, they tell you. They tell you how to get there on the board, and there's only a couple of paths which are well traveled, and so you know where to go based on the description. It's actually to the north. It says right here, to Tribor Trail, and that's the first leg. And most of everything you guys have been doing has been out the south, out the Miners Trail. So this will be all of your guys' first time going this far north of Phandelver.
Yes.
All right, shall we get started?
Let's do this.
Just for me, who is leading the caravan?
Well, I know Bink is on Dawn's helmet at the moment.
So I guess who's walking in front, Dawn or Hans?
Does that matter?
I mean, I always want to know your marching order. Whenever you travel anywhere, I'm going to want it. Because somebody's going to be in charge of, quote unquote, leading the party. If you guys get lost or, I need somebody to make a roll, it's always the person at the front of the party who makes that roll. Or if somebody sneaks up behind you, it's always the person at the back of the party who, you know what I mean? So I always just need to know what order you
I
guys
see.
are going in.
Hans, are you familiar with this area?
Am I familiar with what?
I'm familiar with what?
Are you familiar with the Tribord Trail?
Wait, what?
Let's say yeah, Hans is familiar with the trail because he's a merchant, so he's been around the area.
Are you good, my dude?
Yeah, I had to like go across the length of the cable to like close my door.
Oh.
I'm good.
Would you like to lead the way then?
Sure. Yeah.
So the Hans Bink combo is leading the way. Hans/Bink. Because Bink is riding on Hans's.
Oh, wait.
Helm?
I thought I was on Dawn's helmet.
No, you're on Dawn's helmet. Okay, excuse me. I didn't know who you were riding on. You're still riding on Dawn?
Currently, yes.
That's fine. That's fine. I just need to know. Sick. Cool. So you guys are just heading straight out of town along the trail to your destination? Is that right?
Yes.
Do we need to stock up on anything before we go?
Oh, actually, you know what? Now that you say that,
It's a good option.
healing potions. We need to stop by somewhere to buy some, because otherwise we're gonna die.
Great. Let's go. Where's the local shop?
I believe it's Barthen's Provisions, right?
It is, in fact, Barthen's Provisions.
Okay, so it's right up to, at the start of the trail. So we'll stop by there before we head out. Okay.
So we go in.
Yes.
As you guys enter Barthen's Provisions, its shelves are stocked with, most of the ordinary goods you guys would need. Backpacks, bedrolls, ropes, rations, and it's open during, basically as soon as the sun comes up until the sun goes down. Barthen likes to make as much money as he can off of folks. He specifically does not stock weapons or armor, so there's none of that in here. But he's got, a lot of general adventuring gear. And he does have a couple of young assistants who are seen, they're like loading, unloading, stocking shelves, that kind of thing. But Barthen's like the front man. He's the one who deals with people whenever possible. So as you guys approach, one of his clerks isn't even here. The other one can be seen like behind the counter, taking coils of rope out of a crate and like hanging them up on the wall. And Barthen sees you folks walking in, and remind me, because I've had a couple of adventurers come through Phandelver. Have you guys even stepped foot in Barthen's yet?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, when we
this is
tried
my
to buy
first-
bottles.
We tried to buy bottles. And that, remind me, but that interaction went in a pretty neutral way. You just walked in, bought some shit, and left, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And that was pre-Mines of Phandelver. Back when it was just Dragon of Icepire Peak, so I will remind you guys of that. So Barthen sees the three of you approach and says, yes, welcome, friends, and I see you've brought someone else in addition. You all look like it's very early in the morning, and early in the morning business from folks like you means getting ready for adventure, am I right?
Yee.
Correct.
It's like Han's like, yeah, up top, as goes for a high five.
Oh yes, absolutely. And he, gives you kind of like a dad five, like he's not very cool about it at all. But he's like, oh yes, and gives you a high five. And says, well, what can I do for you?
This is gonna be with that high five, he's gonna go down, put his hands on the table with I would like to purchase some healing potions.
And Barthen says, healing potions. I do have a few of those. They do help those in need. And he his eyes get a little bit misty, and he kind of stares past you, like he's lost in his own thoughts for a moment. And he says, but yes, I do in fact have potions. Yes. They cost what potions cost, and there's a number that potions cost. It's a good number too, and it makes sense.
Best number.
27.
5 nickels.
You know what? Bartham's just gonna give them to us for free because he likes us that much. He's building that loyalty.
Get out of here. Okay, yeah. They are 50 gold pieces apiece, he says.
Jesus.
Okay, Han's gonna pop down 100 and buy a couple of those.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll give him 100 gold for 2 also.
Quick question. I'm assuming, does Bank, when she drinks a health potion, does she get any more use out of it because she's little?
No. Health potions are like small, like 2 to 4 ounce vials anyway.
Oh,
So
okay.
they are highly efficient.
Okay, she's gonna pop down too as well.
And Barthen looks at you folks, and he kind of like eyes you guys and sizes you up, and says, "I might be persuaded to give you a better price if you're willing to do me a favor."
Yee.
Is the favor time sensitive?
He says, "Well, I'd be." He says, "That depends." He says, "I'm not really sure."
We're going out of town today, but we're willing to, we're willing to help. As I was like, Hans turns to the rest of the group, seeing if they're like on board with this.
For the right price, we can help.
Yeah. So Hans like turns back and is just like, yeah, we're willing to help once we take care of this job.
And Barthen looks at you guys and says, "Well," he's like, "Where can I ask where you're headed?"
Big Al.
"Oh, you're heading to Big Al's. That's up the Tribor." So, well, that's quite fortunate actually. I had a good friend of mine who I see quite regularly, and he left to go up the Tribor a number of days ago, and I expected to see him, and I haven't. I was hoping that if you see any if you see anything, any evidence of what might have happened to him, or have any news at all for me, I'd be greatly appreciative.
I'm gonna ask him. Okay. What was his name again?
He did not give it to you yet because I'm still looking here. He says. He says, "My friend's name is Gundren Rockseeker, and he's a merchant friend. He's a merchant friend, and he usually travels with some muscle. I forget the old man's name, but an old retired sellsword, and I haven't seen or heard from either of them."
And what race is he?
He is a dwarf. He's a dwarf with dark hair, gold and silver bands in his beard, and he always has a tendency to dress as well as he can afford to flaunt his success as a merchant.
Well, that's a bad idea, I'm sure, around these parts. And then
I've tried to tell him that myself, but he's a proud dwarf.
Well, what size shoe does he wear?
So he's a dwarf size 8.
And do you have any trinkets?
Now, is that in men's
Does he
or
give you
women's?
anything that has a scent on it?
That I can't say I have.
I'll work with what I've got. I'll keep an eye out for him and try to find him along the way.
Barthen turns behind him, scoops up all of your coins, but places a third potion in front of each of you, and says, "If you can bring Gundren back to me, the potions are free. If not, the next time I see you, we can settle up then."
I'm gonna put my hand out and shake his.
Cool.
To shake his.
Sounds good. And he'll shake his hand for you. He says, "I have other troubles as well, but they are definitely not as time sensitive as finding my friend."
We can address those when we return then.
And he seems like, the greeting you got in the morning was like the well practiced, behind the veil of the retail face kind of thing. And he gives you, in response to that, he gives you his first genuine smile of the morning. And thanks you all profusely as your way up there. Thank you so much. Thank you for keeping an eye out for him.
Gives him like the little 2-finger salute.
Bink is gonna handshake.
And he like reaches out like two finger and index finger and thumb, and like gives you a little hand to shake. And he like tries to pull back, and he like yanks your arm, and he just like kind of waits for you to like pop your little fingers off.
Yeah, you hear the little as all little 5 suction cups pop off.
Nice.
That was funny.
Bink's gonna give him a toothless smile.
And he's just beaming right back at all of you guys, very excited. He's like waving as you guys make your way out the door. Just thank you so much. Come back anytime.
Well, hopefully this Gundren guy is still alive.
Hopefully, he said he'll look out for him on Triboar Trail up to Big Al's, right?
That's it.
Okay.
Once we get on the Triboar Trail, I want to start looking for dwarf-size 8 shoes.
Okay, sounds good. Are you going to maintain your position behind Hans while you're doing that?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Is anybody else going to devote your travel time to anything in particular?
Bink is gonna, cause Hans is leading, right?
Hans is leading solo.
She's gonna jump onto Hans' helmet, and then when we start going down the road, she's gonna try to like look out for anything like orcish in nature, like there's blood, giant orc foot, something. Listen to see if she hears any like that.
Okay, so Bink. So that's great. Hans, are you going to do anything other than try and lead your party to where you're trying to go?
He is going to also be just be on the lookout for. Honestly, I'm trying to think of anything that Hans would be looking for that'd be like interesting or whatever, but just on the lookout for any signs of fighting or anything.
Okay.
Action, excitement.
Yeah.
Cool.
A giant sign that says Gungnir was here.
So then I need Bink and Hans to both roll perception checks for me. And then Joe, what exactly were you looking for?
I want to see if I can find any like tracks that I might be like, oh hey, that looks like it might be a dwarf size 8 traveling along the road with a guard.
That's a survival check. So survival
Correct.
check for Dawn and perception checks for the other two, please. And then give me your totals.
Okay.
Oof, that's not good. 11.
Well, good thing you're not the only one rolling perception.
Yeah, 19.
That's better.
I got a 24.
Okay. So you guys start on the trail, and pretty much immediately, Dawn points to a particularly deep set of wagon ruts, and like horse tracks but he's able to specifically identify that like there's one. It's not a horse. It's a horse track and a pony track, and he's able to deduce that the pony's probably ridden by someone of short stature, and the horse is probably ridden by someone a little bigger. And they're in the right formation to be. Actually, I guess it's not true. I guess you would. No, yeah. And then it's the right format to be like like a wagon caravan, but no specific footprints. Let's see here. The two of you who are doing your perception stuff, it's a long trail, and in this early leg, you don't spot anything out of the ordinary. You do see, this road is pretty well traveled, and so the road itself does not give you a ton of clues. But as you get farther away from town and there's less farms on either side of the road, it very quickly becomes a. Let me double check the map. It very quickly becomes like split with forests because you guys are heading north. So there's the mountains to the east and the forest to the west. So you've got like rolling hills on one side and then a tree line on the other side. You guys are still in the early leg, so I'm going to give Don an opportunity to point out anything he may have seen.
Oh, I thought you were DMing us. So here it looks like I see a couple sets of tracks here. We have a pony and a larger horse, and the shopkeep did say that Gundren was traveling with some muscle. I'd wager that that's them there. We can probably follow this set of tracks and try and find Gundren along the way. If that's going to take us towards Big Al.
Do they continue on the road, or do they go off the road?
They continue on the road for, because Dawn picks out this track after like a half an hour of travel, and with his excellent survival roll, he's able to like maintain, like despite the fact that this road is particularly well traveled, he's a ranger and rangers are pretty adept at tracking generally, and he's able to say, oh yeah, it stays on the road, it's here, and like loses it for a couple of feet, and then he'll be like, yep, there it is, starts up again. And it's pretty easy to find it. It's very obvious that they were just like traveling along the road.
Do we see, or do I see at any point where it looks like they might have encountered trouble?
No, it's just road out in front of you with tracks, off towards the horizon essentially.
Okay. Yeah, as far as I can see, they just keep traveling on the road. So.
Well, it's still on the way, so we can follow it further.
Keep doing that. I'll keep a lookout and see if it looks like they ran into any trouble anywhere.
After you guys continue traveling for another couple of hours, Bink first, from her excellent vantage point, notices there are a couple of figures lying in the road ahead, and they are. They're easily 500-600 feet up the road. Like they're just kind of specks on the road, but you can tell there's a couple of somethings on the road.
Bink's gonna put her little kind of tiny arm out as a sign to stop. Be like, kind of point in the direction. Something there.
And the other two, like, you guys like squint your eyes and try and like line up where Bink is pointing, and you're like, no, I don't see it. There's nothing. You don't see anything.
You see?
I'm not very tall. I can't see over that hill.
Bink is gonna jump down from Han's helmet, and can she go into sneak?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll into stealth for me, please.
Okay. 24.
24. I need to make a note of that.
And what do we see as she does that in front of us?
I don't know. That's up to her.
I kind of imagine. Okay, I don't know how to describe this, but so Bink has jumped down from the helmet, and like, have you ever seen like you know when a frog when it's crouching like on all fours when it's gonna do a jump?
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
she's doing like that, and then just kind of crawling on the floor. Kind of almost like you know when big cats are like in the like brush and the way they move it's like very slinky like.
Yeah, their shoulders are moving
Yeah, she's
all
doing that.
weird.
Just imagine frog.
I'm gonna.
Are you gonna like continue up the road away from them?
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, are you gonna stay here or are you going to follow behind?
Uh, Hans is probably gonna try to find like a big rock or something to hide behind.
Yeah. Let me do a perception check and see. Or maybe I don't even you have to do one. Like what terrain's around me that I can get behind.
Like I said, it's a forest to the east, and there are like rolling hills to the west. And the rolling hills side has like boulders and things, and then obviously the forest is 10, 15 feet back off the road. But then there's shit tons of trees.
I'm gonna go behind the boulder as well then.
Okay. Okay, so Bink, you are traveling up this road alone, and as you cover about half the distance, and you're standing a few hundred feet away, you're able to easily determine that these figures, one is that they are two dead horses, or the two horses that appear to be dead, I suppose.
Can Bink do like a perception check to see if like she can see anything like people around or like some clear sign that like person went that way? You know what I mean?
You're 300 feet away, so no.
Oh, okay.
Like these are still fairly distant figures.
Okay. I guess she's gonna try to like crawl closer, but like a bit slower.
Okay. Sounds good. How close do you want to get? Is the question.
Um, I was 100 feet away before,
You
right?
were 300 feet away before.
Okay. How close would she have to be to really get like a good look? Like at least 50 feet?
I'd say within. Yeah, 50 to 100 feet, anywhere in that range, would be close enough for you to. And the closer you are, obviously, the better look you can get.
Yeah, I think Bink is probably gonna try to go maybe like 30 feet away.
Okay. And are you going to? Are you traveling on the forest side of the road or the mountain side of the road? Because I'm assuming that you're not just like slinking all weird right in the middle of the road.
Yeah, no. Oh, forest or mountain? What's the terrain is different, right?
Uh, they're both considered difficult terrain about 15 feet off the road, which is because the road is pretty like either it's the flat ass road, the flat ass shoulder on either side of the road, and then just like wilderness forest on one side and boulders and hills on the other.
She's gonna go with the boulders and hills for 500.
And you're getting within 30 feet,
Yeah.
and then you're rolling a perception check to see what exactly.
Try to see like a sign of any like people, like oh, a person was here, they went that way kind of thing.
Got you.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay. Dun 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 dun. Okay. 11 plus. Where's my This is regular perception, right?
Yeah, it's regular perception.
Okay. 30 20.
You see like signs of a scuffle. Like now that you're closer, you can see that there are like black feathered arrows that are sticking out of the horses, and that they're obviously dead. You can see like a significant amount of blood. Uh, and you. But all of that falls second to the thing that really surprises you, which is a goblin crouched in stealth about 50 feet in front of you, like staring at the road.
Oh, he can't see me?
He has not. It does not appear that he has spotted you.
Okay. Bink is gonna make note of exactly where he is.
Okay.
And she's gonna like hop back to the boys.
Still in stealth, presumably.
Still in stealth, yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, we're gonna do a little bit of rewind. Bink disappears. Bink is gone for 5 minutes. You've lost sight of her. She's not here yet. What do you guys do?
Oh wait, in the meantime, can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
I am going to trust that they normally do this because I don't know too much of what they do. So I'm gonna hang out and wait with Hans.
Okay. Hans.
I think like past a point like where Hans like really like if like I don't know how he can see her like 300 or so whatever feet, he's probably gonna like want to start getting a bit closer so he can have some kind of sight on Bink.
Okay. So are you doing that at the 5 minute mark?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, Dawn, at about the 5 minute mark, are you gonna sing anything to Dawn, or are you just gonna stand up and start walking?
He's like squinting, and then he's like, he's like squinting and seeing he can't see her. He's like getting a bit antsy, and he's gonna be like, I'm probably gonna like go up and see if I can see what Bink's doing.
Where are you going?
Just going a bit forward. It should be fine. Only going like 100 feet or so.
Don't. There might, just in case there's others, you don't want them to. Do you normally do this? Do you guys normally do this kind of thing?
Here's the thing, right? I met her 3 days ago. I have no idea. I have no idea what she does whenever she's not on my head. She just chose to sit on my head 3 days ago, and it's been like that. Give me 1 second.
And it's been like that.
Can I roll into stealth?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was love at first sight. Love of the helmet.
21.
Okay. So that's.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna say.
Hans, you see Dawn. He's like whispering. He's like making it a point to whisper to you, and he's like. He like does the I don't know how to describe it other than like the Kronk style, like pushes his back up against the boulder, and he's like, he's not humming to himself or anything, but he's he's like he's definitely trying to not be visible. He's in stealth mode.
I'm gonna hang on there, big guy. Let me go up there and check for you. Okay. I'll just get eyes on her and report back to you.
I will trust your elf eyes.
So I'm just gonna like try and sneak into a little spot where I can peek my head around a boulder and see down the road.
Okay.
Probably, just within because we could see, or she could see the horses.
Yeah, you're the only one who did not roll a perception check for me, so roll me a perception check, and that'll determine how close you need to get in order to see anything.
Okay. 19.
That's pretty good. You get within, you only have to walk another 100, 150 feet or so, and you're able to see, like, especially because there's spots, like, within 50 feet you can see the spots, and then you walk about another 100 feet and you're able to identify, like, that they're roughly horse-shaped and that they're not moving, but that's all that you can see at, 450 feet.
Okay.
No Bink.
I don't see Bink.
No.
Don't like that. I'm going to be patient for. I'm not going to jump to any conclusions here. I'm going to be patient for like a minute or two.
Okay.
And look and see if I see.
Okay, sounds good. Bink. You are slowly making your way back on the boulder side, and he's so quiet that you almost pass. You're like you literally pass right by him. You guys are standing like back to back for a second, but like the frog version of the hair standing up on the back of your neck, happens, and you like stop, and you like turn your head slowly, and you see Dawn like with his back to you, like crouched around a rock, like looking down the road, looking
The
down the
Spider-Man
road.
meme. Hey.
Bank is gonna take this moment to run her little slimy hand on the back of his neck.
Dawn, you need to roll me. You need to roll me a reflex save. Is what you need to do.
Oh shit.
You're a ranger. You should do fine.
Let me see. Oh. Let's see. Oh, 18.
Perfect. You suppress the like guttural instincts to like yell or scream or like react verbally in any way as you feel this like cold sticky finger like land on the back of your neck and then like tug at your skin as it like slides across, and your brain is in overdrive for just that millisecond until you like finally put two and two together and you're like, that's got to be Bink, and you turn your head and see Bink with what I assume is a toothless smile looking at you, but that's up
Yeah.
to Bink.
No doubt.
I'm gonna look at her with like the most deadpan Ron Swanson stare that you normally see in the show, and just, please, never do that again.
Bink is gonna put one of her kind of fingers up to her mouth, and is there like dirt on the floor?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Bink is going to write in common, goblin.
Oh, there's a goblin. Where's the can she like point the goblin out to me?
Well, I don't know. You can ask that to her.
Well, I guess so. Yeah, I'm sorry.
In range, can I still
like?
Bink has been keeping an eye on where that goblin is. Can she still see it from her distance?
No, you guys absolutely cannot see it because you got within 30 feet of the horses, and he was 50 feet away, and Dawn was posted up 450 feet back up the road. So absolutely.
Oh, okay. Bink is gonna kind of in very like with little quick letter. So he was like 50 feet from the horses?
He was 50 feet from you. He was probably 60, 70 feet from the horses. But yeah, I mean, he was...
Okay, she's going to just put 60F in the dirt.
Well, I could try and... but I'd wager he's not alone.
Mm-mm. Bink, gonna kind of like nod. Like, doesn't think they are alone. Hold on, I want to see. Does Bink speak on? Let me see. Hee. Okay. She's just gonna kind of be like, hi, in a very quiet tone.
Do you want to go get Hans?
Yes.
Let's go get him. I mean, I'm sure Hans is itching for a fight. Oh, are you on my helmet? Or whatever?
No, I think Bink is gonna continue sneaking.
Okay. I'll follow her back to Hans then.
Okay. Makes things pretty easy. You guys get back to where Hans is, and it is up to you whether you want Hans to see you approaching or not.
Bink's gonna, she can let him see her approaching.
Okay, you see just like Hans's head peeking out over a boulder, and like whenever he notices you, you just like see like a look of relief over his head, and the like head pops back down. from under the boulder, or pops back down. Yeah. Whenever you guys reach him, he's just like, hey, what's up?
See, told you she'd be alright. She says there's a goblin up there, and, I could probably sneak in with her and try and get a shot off. But I don't know that he's gonna be alone, so is it worth risking it, or what do we want to try and do here? How hungry for a fight are you?
Pretty hungry. I'm famished, quite honestly. If you guys want, you can sneak up there, take him out, and if there's more, just I can run. I can catch up. I'll kill them. I'll kill all of them.
With the thought that Bink is gonna kind of put her hand on her chest and like smack it a few times and be I speak goblin. I trade with them.
You want to trade with them?
No, I have trade with them. When Dad bold, I trade with goblin.
Okay. You think you're gonna talk? Be able to talk our way out of this one?
No, listen for talking.
Oh, you'll listen for the talking.
Yes.
Well, before we make any, before we shoot the guy, should we hear if there's anyone talking to him before that?
Yes.
That one. Okay. All right, great. Let's go sneak in range, and then we'll yell for Hans if we need you.
Sounds good. I'll follow you for a little bit, but I'll stay a healthy distance.
Perfect.
You guys plan in the one shot? Nobody plans in the real campaigns, but you guys come up with this whole plan. All right, we're gonna sneak ahead. You guys are gonna stay back, and if we find them, we're gonna yell, and then Hans will come. Look at you guys. Maybe you're just learning. I don't know. Okay, so to clarify, the plan is that Hans and Bink are going to stay and sneak. No, should be
You mean
Bink,
Dawn and Bink?
Dawn and Bink are going to stay and sneak, and move up within range. And Hans is going to stay where?
Like 400 feet back, enough to that they can actually hear him, but not too much word.
400 feet back. You have a move speed of 30 feet. Is that right?
I believe so.
So if you were to run for both your moves, that's 60.
40 feet.
40 feet is your movement?
Yeah.
Sweet. So if you were to run, let's do double movement 80 for both your movement speeds. That's 160. So that means it would take you. You would arrive with on the board with nothing left to do on the third round after combat at 400 feet.
Okay, 300 feet.
300 feet would be you would get to start the third round from the edge of the board, but take an entire turn.
That's fine. They will hopefully survive 2 rounds.
Okay. Great.
Imagine that's how we die.
You have health potions.
Kick our butt.
You have
Like
health.
I know. I'm imagining it's that one time with the goblin quinceañera in our other game where we almost died because we kept getting stuck in the goblin cave.
Yeah.
I would be surprised.
That was a little different. You were attacking goblins on their territory, on their turf there, like in their little hidey hole. This is like a road. It's like a public road. Okay, so then if all goes well, where do Bink and Dawn want to end up?
I am letting Bink lead me because she's the one that saw what's up there and where it was.
Give me 1 second. I'm transporting hot soup.
You're good. My food will be ready pretty soon too. We'll probably take a $5 before too long, but
Okay. Whew. I was making top ramen. Okay. Bink's kind of plan is to basically, she wants to get where she was before because she kind of remembers exactly where that goblin was.
Right.
And kind of she made a mental note that it was there. And she wants to get back to where she was and look around and just kind of like try to very much listen for either like goblin speak, look for any more goblins, and then from there maybe try to like, if all else fails, goblin call, baby.
So then Dawn, you're just gonna follow behind Bink, and
That's correct. I just want her to put me in.
okay. So you guys are Bink is small enough the two of you can share a tile, so so that's not a big deal. Give me 1 second. I need to do.
In the meantime, I'm going to the bathroom.
Ooh, big oof. Big oof. I'm gonna wait for Jennifer to get back.
Was that a big oof for us?
I rolled a dice and then said big oof. Is what happened, and you will know why
Was it on
when
the?
Jennifer gets back.
Is it on the nat 20 side of the big oof or the nat 1 side of the big oof?
It is on the nat 20 side of the big oof.
And is that like a goblin attacks
I
kind of
heard
big
what
oof, or,
happened. Why you big oofing?
I big oofed. You guys are Hans and Bink. Hans is hiding 300 feet out. Bink and Dawn are, creeping together fairly silently up the boulder side of the road to get to the same position that Bink was in previously, and you guys get almost to where Bink was before. I'd say Bink got like 30 feet away from the horses the first time. You guys probably are about double that, about 60 feet away, which means that goblin is closer to 80 or 90 feet away. But as you guys are creeping through, you guys are going, and then Bink, are you on the hat or are you doing your slinky?
He's slinking.
So Hans is hiding. Dawn is creeping up with you, and he like steps on. He like accidentally like kicks a rock, and it like bounces off one of the stones, and like you like turn around, and it like clocks you it clocks Bink in the head, and it makes a distinctive like squishing sound, and then you hear. Dawn hears. Bink hears. They're here in the rocks. And
wait, Bink heard they're here in the rocks.
They're here in the rocks.
Okay.
And
I can't see the goblin.
Oh, he's hollering. You can see him now.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I try and reflect this and shoot him in the head?
No, because you were trying this. He saw you because he was better at looking than both of you were at sneaking. So
dang.
So he just straight up like saw you guys. You need to roll for initiative, and then Hans, unless you're going to immediately holler, Hans needs to roll a perception check. Actually, even if you are going to immediately holler, Hans still needs to roll a perception check.
Ooh, that's pretty poor in perception. I'll get you the final number right now. It is 8.
I'm gonna look at Bink and say, what'd they say?
Aha. See us in rocks.
Okay. I heard Dawn yelling. Hans hears something. Hans hears loud voices coming from down the road.
Obviously, if he's hearing loud noises, Gig is probably up. So he's going to start just sprinting.
Okay, you're going to start your sprint.
That's an astute way to look at the situation.
Okay.
The Gig's up!
I will have you all roll fucking Initiative. I was trying to call it incentive. I'll have you guys all roll initiative now, even though Hans won't be there for 2 rounds. So please roll your initiative, folks.
16.
17.
8.
Hey, I wrote your names down in the right order. Look at that.
A.
Okay, I got.
Oh wait, no, 10. Sorry, 10.
About to say it doesn't change the order for you guys, but it might change the order for the baddies.
So Ty, how are you liking this this
Oh
game?
shit! I totally forgot Ty was here.
It's been very interesting. I've actually been like super invested. I think I'm kind of picking up what you guys are doing. And like sorry if there's a lot of background noise. I am expecting to be put on the spot like that. But yeah, I think my thing is getting out of my comfort zone with it. So it might take me a while to warm up, but really cool.
Oh yeah, like it's one of those things where like you're not gonna be perfect at it the first time around, but after a few sessions you'll get more used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's.
because with Daniel, it took him forever to like get comfortable.
Oh no, Daniel
Yeah.
warmed up really fast. Daniel warmed up really fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
No, I don't know if Dave has showed you the YouTube clips from our last session of Art is Never Nice.
No.
That was
No.
like, in my opinion, the peak Art character build like moment of Art is never nice because Daniel got comfortable enough playing that character that all of us know if he is being nice to someone, it's because he's gonna do something really bad.
Right, it's suspicious if he's being nice. It's like, why is he? Okay, so let me see if I can find. So where at? It's an orc.
Oh, hey, I follow this person on Instagram.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's right. I literally just Googled because I didn't realize that this map is not provided by. Like everything is in the book. The horses on the road, the goblin waiting, all that stuff. But they don't have a map for it. They're like, like it's a combat encounter, but there's no map. So it's one of those things where you're expected to just like draw it out, I think. But we're online, so it's easy enough for me just to find somebody with it. You know what? I don't have goblin tokens specifically, but I play a goblin in my other campaign, so I'll just use my goblin token for goblins, I guess.
Is he smoking a fat cigar?
He's smoking a fat cigar.
Fat ciggy.
Okay, so they've done that.
Delicious.
Okay, so you guys need to put your tiles. I don't have your tiles. You guys need to put your own down. You guys are, what did I say, like 85, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 80. Perfect. You guys are like right on the Patreon down here. On pretty much the edge of the map. And we're going to substitute all these shrubs are actually boulders. They look like shrubs, but believe it or not, they're actually boulders. So that's going to be that.
And this is the forest over here.
Yeah, this is the forest over here on this side. I do like the tiered elements here, so I will make that canon that this is an area where the road narrows in particular, and it does gain some elevation on either side, especially because it's a place where the road like dips in particularly close to the mountains and the hills, so the terrain gets a little more varied. Okay, so you guys are down here sharing a tile, which is great. The goblin that you see is up there. There are 2 dead horses, which this isn't a horse, but it's close. There are 2 dead horses in the middle of the road. Okay, and so the goblin. So you guys are creeping up. The goblin starts screaming and hollering, and you like look at the goblin here, but then. And let me see here. There we go.
Oh no. Oh wait, never mind. Those are dead horses. I thought you were gonna pull out those like evil wolf things.
A trio of arrows come at you. 2 from the other side of the road and 1 from behind the screaming goblin.
Are we in partial cover?
You guys are in partial cover because you're sneaking. Does a 19 hit Dawn, and does an 18 hit Bink?
A 19 hits me, yes.
Okay.
That would be our AC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not 100% sure how cover works in D&D, but I know how I work it here. So you guys are given, let's see here, you guys are partial, so that's 20%. So you guys want a 1 or a 2 apiece. I'm rolling for Bink first. Bink got a 4. Rolling for Dawn got a 6, so your cover saves neither one of you guys.
Dang it.
And let's see here, what is the, okay, that's not too bad. Bink takes 4 damage, Dawn takes 6 damage. And so
Bitch!
that is the goblins' surprise round because you guys were spotted, most unfortunately. Good news is, you know where they are now.
They are. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay.
Now combat will start in regular ass initiative order, which does mean Bink starts us off.
Woo. Hold on, I was eating the noodle. Okay.
You're alright. I'm about to start eating my own dinner.
So, like, how do I do, like, the pointer thing in this version? Is it...
You hold your right click button and it makes like a little highlighty deal.
Oh, okay, wait. Am I doing it?
Yeah, I can see
it. Yeah, okay. How far is this guy from Bink and Dawn?
80 feet, exactly.
Okay. So if I use my move to try to get near him, like, because Bink is... I'm assuming Bink is going to get out of sneak because they can see her.
It
At this point,
it would be a good idea to get out of sneak, yeah.
How much distance could she put, like, how close could she get to him?
So it depends, because you can always run. It's called dash in D&D, but you can run, which is moving twice your speed for a single movement. So you can do 2 things in a turn: a movement and a standard action, and you can always swap the standard action for a movement. The movement is your movement speed if you're walking, or twice your movement speed if you're running. The problem is if you run at any point during your turn, then your AC drops to your flat-footed AC because you lose your dexterity bonus.
Okay. And you said he was at least 60 feet away, right?
He's 80 feet away.
He's 80
He's
feet.
80 feet. Would Bink be able to run the 60 feet and then use her tongue feet to grab onto him? Or no?
No, because it's only 70 feet. He's 80 away. Even if you still use your free 5-foot step, that would be 75 feet, and he'd still be 5 feet away.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. How far is this little dude over here then?
He's probably about 75 feet away. Up an incline, though.
Up an incline. How would that affect my speed then?
The incline is considered difficult terrain if you want to climb it, or would require an acrobatics check to jump over it.
Okay. Bink is gonna take that acrobatics check then. So can she try to like run over there and then do the tongue thing to grab on so she's on his head?
Feet, and then you take a free 5, and then you would be just a little bit too far away still. And I'm sorry, I think I'm confused. What are you trying to hit him with your tongue, or like you trying to grapple him? Like what are you trying to
grapple him? Yeah. So like her plan is to like connect to his face and at some point activate her poison skin while on the person.
Face.
So like it'd be kind of like you know how like if Bink, for example, jumped on someone's head and missed, she technically would be grappling their whole face.
Well, unless she totally
or not
missed, but
grappling, but like, like on the face.
yeah, assuming that she hit her target, yeah.
Assuming she hit her target. That's what Bink's plan is, to use her tongue to grab the person, to propel herself onto their face, to then, at some point, I don't think you can in this round, activate her poison skin.
Yeah, it's a great idea, but your tongue's not a grappling hook. Your tongue is designed to bring small stuff to you. It's not designed to bring all of your weight to
Okay.
where the
Could
tongue
she
is.
use it to pull him to her?
I'd let you. It has a 10-foot reach. I'd let you try a grapple attempt that would do basically
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll attempt that.
Okay.
Bink's gonna try to get over there and then grapple him
So
towards her.
you are going to put yourself in this tile here. Actually, you're 5 foot set. This tile here.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. There.
Yep. And then you are going to roll a CMB check.
Okay, which one? D20 still or no?
Yeah, it's a D20 plus your CMB.
Okay. Where? Okay, CMB for.
Grapple.
Don't think I have. CMB.
CMB. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sadly, Bink doesn't. She has a 0 for that.
Because she is very small.
Yeah, but she rolled a 19.
That's good. You gotta give me.
So I was like, oh, she has like a 14, so that can't be too bad. And then I realized you said B, and I was like, fuck, she ain't got nothing.
He fails to save. So you drag him 5 feet closer to you, and he is now, he's now unable to move unless you basically got like a grip on him with your tongue, and he can't move. He can still attack you, and he can still attack other people, but he can't move from this tile without breaking the grapple.
Okay. What else can Bink do in this round, I guess? Because I know I did the movement and the tongue thingy.
Yeah, I think that all you could do would be max a perception check, because you also did a jump.
Okay. I guess like I'll do a perception check then. Like, see. Can I check on the other?
You cut out.
See if I can spot him, or no?
I mean, you can see all 4 of these guys.
Oh, okay.
Once they shoot at you, they're very obvious.
Oh, yeah, okay. She's gonna do a perception check on the guy she's holding down then, to just kind of see, like, how big of a baddie she dealing with.
Right.
Sizing him up, I guess the word would be.
Yep.
Okay, 9 plus 9, so 18.
Goblins are size category small, so they are like they're taller than you, but shorter than a dwarf kind of thing, and so they're not like physically imposing. These particular goblins seem to be pretty like scraggly, and you would guess that whereas that manticore took half a dozen attacks from you guys, and then it just flew off wounded and wasn't even dead. You figure one really lucky shot might take these guys down, but you'd be surprised if it took more than 2 or 3.
Okay. Okay, then I'm good.
Cool. Brings us to Hans, who is now basically halfway here. Brings us to the bad guys. Grappled Goblin is going to pull out his scimitar and take a swing at Bink. He rolls an 11.
It does not hit.
Then he will attempt to take his movement action to free himself. What is your CMD for grapple?
14.
He is unable to break the grapple. He like turns over his shoulder and hollers, "Shoot the frog!" In Goblin, which the Goblin behind him does. He rolls a nat 20. And he rolls a 19 to confirm, which I'm assuming confirms.
Yeah. My AC, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you do have partial cover behind the goblin. I'll give that to you.
Oh, and did Bink understand what they said then?
Yeah. You understand goblin.
Okay, what'd they say?
He said shoot the frog.
Oh, okay, sorry. It breaks up over the thing, and I can't tell when you're
No.
speaking English.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, he said shoot the frog in goblin. Cover rolled a 4, so you do not get cover from the goblin, which unfortunately means the arrow strikes you, which is double the dice roll. That's not a 6, I can see it. It's a 2, doubled is 4, plus his modifier, 6 damage from the arrow, which sails, over the goblin's shoulder and whizzes right in between your right shoulder blade and your neck. Let's see here. This guy.
Bink is gonna make that hissing frog noise. That.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This goblin's gonna scamper up onto to one level higher basically, which does a pretty good job of negating Dawn's cover, and he's gonna take a shot, and a 4 even with the modifiers are gonna hit. So he's gonna miss. The other goblin is going to back up to the max range of his weapon, which is pretty far, I think. 80 feet. Oh no, he's already at the maximum range of his weapon, without disadvantage anyway. And so he's going to roll a 3, which is also not going to hit even with. So that is it for the bad guys, because he's already behind some cover himself. So for the bad guys, brings us to Dawn. Welcome to the fight, bud.
Okay. Thank you. So he's behind partial cover there.
Yes.
At least from my current angle. Let's see.
This goblin that shot at you is fairly visible. Doesn't seem to have a lot of cover. The goblin across the way is he's partially covered because he's still in his original ambush spot. The goblin that's engaged with Bink, you could hit either one of them pretty easily. Neither one of them are really in cover.
Well, I have the thing.
You have the
feat
thing
now.
You have the feat.
It says precise shot.
That's the one. That's the one.
It says you can shoot or throw ranged weapons at an opponent engaged in melee without taking the standard -4 penalty on your attack.
Yes. So then you can. So then that doesn't apply. You don't have to worry about hitting Bink.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 5 and 15, and tuck up into these rocks here if I can.
It's a pretty
and then I have a shot here.
Yep. It's at an incline, so you can only see him from that. He has partial cover by nature of you being lower than him, but only he basically from the knees down, like from the angle you can't see him, but you can see most of his body.
I'm gonna send it then.
Cool. Give it an attack roll.
Let's see. That is. Let's see. I don't think that's gonna hit.
Goblin's up pretty low.
That is under 100 feet. That's a 15.
That's a hit.
Okay. D8. Shit.
Cover doesn't protect him, so you're good to go.
3 damage.
3 damage to Goblin 1.
And then I'll be done.
Great. Brings us back to the top with Bink.
Okay. So, first off, can Bink do an intimidate roll, to start off the round for the guy underneath her?
Yes.
Scare the shit out of him. That's what she wants. Nat 20.
Yeah, he's intimidated.
Holy shit. Can we hear what she says?
Bink isn't gonna say anything, but she is she's gonna open her mouth and start making the hissing noises, and How long does it take for her to like start her poison?
It's a swift action. You can do it for free, basically. But
Okay.
it takes 1 round to apply it to something.
Okay, so this is more for flavor, but you're gonna, as we see Bink's mouth open and the hissing begin, little droplets form on her body, little purple droplets, and out from her mouth pours a thick purple liquid right onto this goblin's face.
Ew.
I see. Yeah. Tell you what. If you,
Is he shaking now?
I'll give you a choice. You can either like save that and use your standard action to apply it like normal, and just say you're like frothing at the mouth in the process of developing all this, or you can take your attack for this turn as a unarmed attack, and if it lands, you can do the damage from the unarmed attack, and he'll just automatically be poisoned because you're so close to him. You're right there. You're applying it
I'll
yourself.
I'll take option B.
Okay, so make an unarmed attack, please.
Okay. With unarmed attack, is that just straight D20 or do I add anything?
No, you should have an unarmed little deal.
Oh, the unarmed total attack bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, 18.
That's a hit. So go ahead and roll your damage, and then what is your poison?
My poison.
How many rounds?
Oh, yeah. Gotta find it. Where'd the poison skin go? Oh, time. 4DC 14, 1 round, 6 round. 1d2 dexterity damage.
1d2 dexterity damage. Which means you get to roll a d20, and evens are 1 damage, and odds are 2 damage.
Hell yeah. Let's do this. 8.
Evens are 1 damage. No, odds are 2. No. Yeah, evens are 1 damage, that's what I said. So 1 damage in poison plus whatever your regular unarmed attack is.
Okay, let me find that one. 1d2. Because I want to double check this. Hold on. With weapons finesse, does that include my unarmed attack or just only the light weapons?
I'll give it to you unarmed. That's fine.
Okay, so in that case, I'd use my dexterity bonus instead of my strength.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
For it.
Okay, 1d. With 1d2, which I don't have a dice for that.
Evens is 1, odds is 2.
Oh, okay. So I just roll a 20 and then whatever I get.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 1 plus 4.
So 5 damage.
Uh-huh.
That is enough for this Mr. Goblin to bubble right away under that poison, and you get to decide how he dies.
Okay. I don't know if you guys play Mortal Kombat, but like, the bug lady?
Yeah.
There's a scene in one of the Mortal Kombat games, you could look it up, where she kisses Melina and like vomits into her mouth, and the basically character begins frothing as they are forced to digest the vomit. And Bink's gonna do that. She's just gonna get really close to that goblin's mouth, vomit into it like a frothing, gooey liquid, and it's gonna just start seizing as it's like forced to basically digest this vomit, fuel, poison mix. And she hits the floor limp, and she's just gonna look up at the other goblin, the shooter that shot her. And that's it.
Okay, alright.
Jesus Christ. Thank goodness Hans didn't see this, otherwise he'd never see a letter back on.
What are you talking about? She's baby. She's baby Bink.
Okay, Bink, I believe you still have your movement, because that was just it's a swift action to make the poison, then you used your standard action to do the attack, but you still have your movement, and you're not like holding this guy down anymore.
Okay, how far are the squares each 5 feet?
Yeah, they're 5 foot squares.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Could she basically do like the 30-foot and then the tongue thing again to pull him towards her, or no?
No, because that's the same thing as your standard action, which you use to poison this guy.
Okay. Yeah. Huh. Could she just like run and jump at him then, or no? Because the jump.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to lose your dex bonus to AC, you could cover the distance to get like within melee distance. But you don't have any bonus actions or anything fancy left to do to try to like hinder him in any way. You just start your next turn in melee range.
Okay, but in the next round, I'd lose my AC or the bonus.
Yes.
Okay, Binks is gonna go 30 feet then.
Okay.
So.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and you have a free 5-foot step.
Oh, okay, then like, yeah.
There you go. And you're now within 10 feet. You're now within your tongue's natural reach as of this moment.
Well, I can't do that till next round, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I want to where you were standing, you're in range.
Yay. Okay, thanks.
Okay, Hans, please place your tile on any tile in between these first two, like, height modifiers, like along the edge of the map here. You're like using your movement to like pop up at the edge of the map, and then that's the end of your turn.
I didn't. I moved him. I didn't mean to.
That's okay. I got it. Cool. So, Hans, you are now within hollering distance. If there's anything you want to say, so actually, let me paint a picture for you. Hans runs up the road, and he first thing he sees are the two horses with the black tipped arrows coming out of them, and then he looks up and sees Bink hopping up to engage with a goblin on one side, and on the other side he can see Dawn tucked up behind a rock looking up at what are obviously two other goblins here on the right.
Am I facing the goblins?
I assume you're facing the goblins.
Yes, I am.
Do you make a tendency of turning your back on your enemies, my friend?
I do not. I just want to make sure that I just want to have that clarification that I do not see Hans coming up.
Right. You probably... He's only 20 feet away from them now, and he's sprinting, so you definitely hear, the crunching of his boots under the pavement, though.
I'm going to say we got two over here, one over there. Bink's about to engage him, and I can shoot him and help her out from here.
Okay, in that case, then Han's going to say, I'll take the ones on the right.
Perfect.
As he's going to prepare to run on his next turn.
As soon as this one's dead, I'll re-engage these ones.
Sounds good.
Okay. Talking is always free, so you can keep talking if you want. But it's the bad guy's turn. Let's see here. This goblin is going to... He's going to move back, and he's going to tuck himself behind this boulder over here. He's going to take a little pot shot at Bink. A 9, I'm sure, does not hit, though.
9 does not hit, no.
The goblin who is across the way has feels like he's got a pretty good line of sight on Bink as well, so he's going to take a shot at Bink. A dirty 20 probably does hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it didn't. That'd be nice.
I know, no kidding. He did roll a nat 1 for his damage, plus his modifier, I think it's 2. So he gets, so that's 3 that's 3 piercing damage.
The last damage I took was 6, right?
Because it was a crit, yeah.
Okay. And then this one was 3, you said?
This is 3 damage.
Okay. Bink is 21.
The goblin at the tippy top, who has the best angle at Dawn, is going to take a shot. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Cover rolls a 4, does not protect you. Damage is 4 plus 2, 6. Piercing damage as you catch an arrow more in the neck than in the shoulder blade. And
fuck.
And you hear a goblin off in the distance. And are they gonna move at all? No, they like where they are, and they don't see Hans yet, so they're not. Well, they're not worried about Hans yet, I guess. So they're not. They're not going to move. So the bad guys are done. Brings us to Dawn.
Question: how does rolling into stealth in combat work?
You take a -20 to your stealth roll. The idea being it is very difficult to hide while you're in battle.
Okay, got it. So I couldn't like run over here and then roll into stealth as I jump into the forest then. Because I have advantage in that's my favorite terrain is the forest.
I will say that if you could make it into the forest far enough, you'd be out of eye shot, and then you could sneak and come back. But I will remind you of a couple of things mechanically. One, sneaking you move at half speed, so it'll take you a while to get back.
Oh, in combat, I see.
You move half speed anyway. Normally it doesn't matter, but in combat it'll particularly matter. So it's one of those things where it's a solid plan, but it'll probably take you 3 or 4 turns to set up.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna do that then.
Okay.
So let's see, 5, 10, let's see. He moved. How far away is he from me here?
Which one? This guy?
Yeah.
He's pretty far. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's 135 feet away from you.
35 feet. Okay, I'm going to run.
Okay.
And I have a lot of movement when I run, so
right.
I can make it. I'm going to be here. And then now I'm going to try and tuck myself like so I'm blocking them and then I'm here. So I'm a little more open to him.
Okay. You gotta make a choice, but so you're gonna be more open
yes,
to this guy.
I am a little more open to him.
Cool.
And then I'm going to do a precise shot on him.
On this guy?
Actually, I don't have to do a precise shot.
No,
on
you don't
him,
have
do
to. No.
I'll just do a regular shot.
Oh, I'm sorry, this guy?
Yeah.
So he is up behind. He is behind some cover, and he's tucked a little farther back. So the closer you get to this ridge, the harder it's going to be for you to see him, because you know what I'm saying. Like you're going to be.
Oh, that's a ridge?
It's a 5-foot ridge.
Oh.
You can retcon your turn and do something else if you want. You were tucked behind this shrub previously, this rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna yell at Hans. I'm gonna say, Hans, I lost the guy over there that Bing's fighting with. I'm gonna start shooting over here, and I'm gonna take a shot at this archer way back here.
The guy up top.
Yeah, who is 100 feet.
That sounds right.
Okay, give you a roll for that.
Yeah, 100 feet almost exactly.
Not ideal. That is a 8.
An 8 is not a great roll, which is not even. It's not gonna hit.
Yeah, I'll be done.
Cool.
I missed.
I missed.
Make me see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are Dawn, which means now we go back to the top bank.
Woo. Okay, so hold on. Let me move my noodles out the way because like I don't want my bed getting spilled because ramen noodle. Okay. So how far away is this guy now? I guess like from Bing.
I mean, you can always count the squares.
Okay. I lose the squares because of the tree.
Yeah, you can go around. And I'm sorry, I didn't even see which guy you highlighted.
Oh, this one? Yeah.
Got you. You can count like around the tree.
Okay, so I'll just count. Okay, 1, 2, 3,
45.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 8.
Yeah.
40 to 45 feet.
That's accurate. Yeah.
Okay. So, can Bing take a 30 feet movement plus her extra 5 and then tongue grab him with her 10 foot?
Yes.
Okay, Bing's gonna do that.
Okay, I will move you.
Okay.
Roll your CM your CMB grapple check, which is 0,
Okay.
so it's just a D20.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah, I was gonna be like the good one, Dave, or the bad one. Does a 15?
Yeah, 15 gets him.
Oh, woo! Okay.
So you draw him in. He's grappled and stuck, and you've done your movement and your standard action. So unless you want to look at something, Bink is done.
I'll do a perception check on this one too. You know how big of a baddie is he? Bigger than the other baddies?
You don't have to roll a check. They're all roughly the same
Oh,
size.
they're basic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Hold on. Let me just check. Are we behind cover because of this tree?
No, you're more behind cover because of the height advantage that you have on the ground. But these guys are 5 and 10 feet up respectively. Not really. No. If you want to move, to this tile and be up against the base of the tree, you can take cover against it. But 10 feet away, nah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that makes good.
Cool. Brings us to Hans. He gets to take his first turn on the board here.
Yeah. Hans is going to go into rage, and he is going to start barreling this guy. So let's see. I think I can just about made it. I think I counted. Let's see. That's the 5.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70 feet is right next to him from there.
Okay. So, this ridge right here is a 5-foot ridge, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Push him, Dodd or Hans.
That was the plan. Hans is just gonna attempt to bull rush him off the ridge.
Yeah, roll a CMB check.
Oh my goodness.
I like it.
Please
Oh, I
don't
love it.
You're not gonna love the roll.
Oh.
12.
A 12. This goblin, you go bull rush him, and you make contact with him, but goblins are just so damn light. You land on him with your shoulder, and you got him. And the goblin does that thing where he kind of buckles over at the middle, and his hands come flying forward, and you feel grubby little fingers grab onto the sheath for your axe in the back, and you pull your shoulder back, and you've got this little goblin attached to you still, and you're just let's go, and he's standing right in front of you still, yeah. Unfortunately, your bull rush is unsuccessful.
Damn. Okay. So
Jump
that
and
was,
push him on the ground.
Let's see, that was movement and the action, right?
That's right.
So
You can do some looky. You can do anything that's not an intelligence-based skill, because you're raging.
I think he's gonna attempt to maybe intimidate him.
Yeah, sure. Give it a go.
Okay, let's see. A 6 again. Let's see what the final number is. Intimidate 9, 15, full 18.
He has never. He looks like he's never been face to face with something quite like you before.
Okay, that'll be it for Hans.
Okay, great. This is G2. Brings us to the baddies, and that Mr. G2 who you just ran up on and tried to push, he is going to use his bonus action to disengage, because he's a goblin and can do that. And then he's going to run 5, 10, there. And because he took his disengage as a bonus action, he gets to take a little pot shot at Hans for 16.
That is going to hit.
Okay. And
Oh wait, actually, sorry. I completely forgot to add the rage modifier to the thing.
I think it actually lowers your AC, though.
It does. It lowers your AC.
It
by
lowers
4.
AC, but what it technically does, if it matters at this point.
Okay, yeah, I'm here for it.
The CMB for the final on the bull rush was 13 now.
Oh, I see.
Does it do anything?
That was actually the breaking point. So
Isla off.
yeah, so you caught me early enough in the turn. So I'm gonna retcon all that. He's gonna take bludgeoning damage from hitting the ground.
I do apologize there.
Actually, he's gonna get a reflex save first, which he saves. So he's taking half of his bludgeoning damage. And he is on the ground. Okay. So now when he takes his turn, he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to tuck behind a boulder and take a shot at Hans, still behind partial cover. I'm going to re-roll for it, though, because it's a whole different shot. And that is only a 14 to hit.
That's still going to hit.
Okay, I'm going to roll your percentile dice for coverage. You got a 5, which does not protect you. And the piercing damage is 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
The man up top, he's worried about you, Hans. You're a big man who just came charging right on in here, yelling and screaming and stuff. He's going to hit you for surezies and do... max damage! 8 piercing to Hans.
8 and what was the first one?
8 and 4. So you've taken 12 damage in this round.
Okay.
The goblin who's all up in Bink's business is going to take a swipe with his scimitar. And an 18 roll plus his 4 is 22, which I'm sure hits.
Oh, definitely.
Is that also a d6? It is also a d6. Wow, Bink's getting lucky, though, with her minimum rolls. It's 3 damage for that goblin. And he's moved. He's going to take his movement to back up as far as he can get and still keep his eyes on what's going on here. And that's it for my goblins, which means Dawn's up.
As a swift action, I'm going to drink a health potion.
Yes, you can.
So I roll a d8.
Plus your intelligence modifier?
Plus 1. Is it 1d8, 2d8?
It's 1.
Okay. Got it.
You gotta buy a nice healing potion to get 2d8.
Ooh, 8. There it is.
Nice.
And then I'm going to run there. Now I'm within 30 feet of Mr. Man here, and I'm going to shoot at him.
G2?
I'm sorry? Yeah, G2.
Cool. He does not have coverage from you.
10.
10 is still high enough roll to hit him, though. So your arrow, despite the fact that he doesn't have coverage from you, it went a little wide and bounced off the rock he's hiding behind anyway.
Son of a bitch. I'll be done.
All right. You're done. Bink, you're up.
Woo. Okay, so she's still on the goblin.
Yeah, you have the goblin grappled. He cannot move until you release him, which is part of the reason why he swung at you.
Okay, so I can't do a repeat of poison because it already affected someone, or
yes, you've used your poison already for the day.
I've used my poison. Okay. Does speaking to him count as a free thing?
Yeah, you can always talk.
Bink and Goblin are going to ask him, where is the dwarf?
The goblin's going to sneer at you, revealing, pointed yellow teeth dripping with saliva behind a black throat. But it's just a sneer and a hiss.
Can she do an intimidate check with her dagger?
She can, yeah.
Okay. Bink is gonna try to intimidate him using her dagger.
Okay.
You can certainly try.
Okay. She rolled good on intimidate. I've put all my points in intimidate, so 24.
He is. Yeah, I mean he's definitely shows fear at being cut.
Bink is gonna ask again, where is the dwarf?
And he is going to, through his sneer, say, uh, "You'll never find him. You'll never find him." And and he's like looking at that dagger, and he says, "And I look forward to carrying that dagger around in my boot."
Can Bink cut off his leg?
I mean, Bink can make an attack.
Can she make an attack to start sawing off his leg?
No, he's not going to hold still for you to saw off his leg. You can make an attack to try and stick him with your dagger.
Okay. No, I don't think she can butcher chop his leg off with that dagger, can she?
No, and it's not a. You don't get to call your shots like that anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Can she just like, I guess cut at his ear and attempt to cut off one of his ears?
Yeah, that's sure.
Okay. Okay. She rolled a 19 again.
That's it.
Okay. And then dun 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 little daggers. Where are my daggers at? Oh, wrong dice. Okay, hold on. Where are my daggers at? I that one we determined I'd roll a d4 because I don't got a d3.
Yeah, right, correct. Yeah, your D3 okay. I'll round up to a D4, but all your D2s you got to roll evens odds for.
Yeah. While Google Dice is nice, they don't have a D4. Okay, D3 plus what's her dexterity? Plus 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
That is a substantial hit. And this goblin is bleeding pretty profusely, and it looks like it's only going to take one strike to finish him off.
Did the ear come off?
The ear definitely came off.
Okay. Can Bink make one more comment towards him?
You can always talk, yeah.
Okay, she's just gonna, once again, you're gonna tell me where the dwarf is at, one way or another. In Goblin. She speaks better Goblin than she does Common.
Yeah, well, maybe it fits in her. Maybe the Gripply mouth and the Goblin mouth are more similar to each other than the Gripply mouth and the human mouth. Cool. So that's fair.
Yeah.
You've done your attacks and your intimidations. Brings us to Mr. Hans.
He is going to rip off the arrows that he got, and then go towards this guy. Start sprinting towards this guy.
Okay, so this is difficult terrain, so it's 10 feet to climb it instead of 5. So by my math, that's 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50, 5, 60 feet to him.
Okay. Yeah, you just see Hans just running up this thing. And he is going to this guy has a bow, right?
Right now, yeah.
He is going to once he reaches him, he is going to attempt to disarm him, ripping the bow out of his hands.
Sounds good. That's a regular. That's like a CMB. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and roll CM. I think that you might provoke an attack of opportunity with that, though. Would that change your opinion?
No.
Okay. Give me just half his. But he has his bow out. No, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity. He has his bow out. So go ahead and just roll your CMB for disarm.
I don't think it's gonna do it. It's 12. 12.
No, that's not going to do it. So, unfortunately, as strong as Hans is, again, these goblins are weak, and you can, you pick up the bow, and it's almost comical. You're, flinging the bow back and forth and, whipping this goblin around who's just, refusing to let go of the bow. And you bring him low to the ground. He, digs his heels in and basically tries to fall backward, and it's just enough force to get the bow out of your hands. And you two are standing adjacent to each other post scuffle, neither having harmed the other.
This is just gonna Can he use a healing potion into if he's in rage or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay, he grabs one of those out and just smashes it in his hand and lets it trickle into his mouth.
Okay.
Let's roll that.
Yeah, no, I like it. Because why just take the potion?
Yeah, he did. That's the flavor bit there. It was a D8 plus 1, right? If there was no intelligence.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So he heals up a little bit.
Cool.
That's gonna be it for him.
Brings us to the baddies. The two that have enemies adjacent to them are going to swing at the enemies adjacent to them. Shocker. G3 at Bink for an 11 to hit.
Hold on, let me check my AC. No.
Okay. The other goblin to Hans for a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, God damn it, Hans. It's another max damage roll. That's 8 damage.
Whoa.
Yeah. G2, there was an arrow that came and flew in his general direction, so he's going to...
Shoot at me?
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. No, I can't do that. Yeah, he's just going to use his movement to, back up behind the next chunk of cover and take a shot at you, Don. 15 to hit.
That hurts.
Oh, fuck. Almost max damage. 7 piercing.
Right.
You guys need to talk Bink into sharing some of her luck, because I've rolled 2 ones in damage against her, and it's been 2 6s on Hans.
Google Dice.
So,
Google Dice is always nice.
No. My rolls. Google Dice doesn't affect my rolls. Damage against you has been me rolling a 1. Damage against Hans has been me rolling a 6.
No, that's just God.
That's nothing.
God went, you're going to be a sickly person, but
IRL. But in D&D, he got you covered.
That's the trade-off. There, he was like, sorry about that. There's your little pick-me-up.
There's your deal. That is it for them, though. That's all the damage they can do. And that's a lot of damage. But it is your guys' turn. Although, well, let's see. Who goes after the bad guys? The bad guys.
I do.
Dawn goes, and then we're gonna take a 5er, and then we'll start back up with Bink again. I was hoping we get through combat. We're close. We're not quite gonna. I think we'll finish combat before the session is over, but we're not gonna have time for a break if we just power through. So, go ahead and take your turn, Dawn, and then we'll take a little break.
Okay. I can use rapid shot if I run still, correct?
No, because it's a full attack action, a full round action, isn't it?
It just said. Oh yeah. When making a full attack action, that's correct. Okay. I'm gonna run over here. Boop boop boop. And then do a precise shot on GG.
I like how the archers are like, reposition, fire, reposition, fire.
Get him eventually. Holy shit. 7.
Damn it, Joe. You can't hit shit tonight.
Then I'm going to take another health potion.
Fucking Christ. Okay. Oh, man.
This is a very expensive battle.
I'm about to say, Ty, this is why they need a druid. All these health potions they're taking, if they had a healer, they would not. Those cost 50 gold a pop. Oh, did Ty leave?
Ty left, yeah.
Okay, well, there you go.
I am done.
Then you're done. And then we're going to take a break. So let's take a 5-10 minute break. And we'll be back, 5 or 10 minutes or so. and we'll finish out the battle. And I will catch you guys then.
Okay.
All right.
You know.
Let's see here. Did I go into timeout? That happens sometimes. No, I just beat everybody back.
Hello.
Hello. There we go. That's the one.
I didn't know they made these, but I guess D&D dice holders.
Oh yeah,
And I found the perfect one.
the
It's
perfect
gorgeous.
one.
It's like a little baby, and I love it. I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money. Look at the gorgeousness of them axolotls. They so cute.
Babe, the pizza's done.
Wow. Okay, so I heard 2 of the 3 voices.
Andreas, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, that's 4 of the 4 of the 4, or 3 of the 4, 3 of the 3.
Yes.
That's all of us, damn it. Okay, so we were gonna start back up at the tippity top, which was Bink.
Okay. So, ear of this goblin has been cut off.
Yes.
Can Bink try to roll another intimidate check, or would the other one from the previous round, take effect?
Yeah, they're one and the same.
Okay, she's gonna put her dagger back up to his throat, and it's gonna basically state, asking you one more time, where is the dwarf?
He looks at you, and with like a lot of spite in his eyes, like he's used to feeling weak and being powerless. He turns and says, "I honestly don't know."
Can Bink do like would that be a bluff check?
Insight check, I believe. No.
Insight?
Detect. No. Fucking. What the fuck is it
Sense-
called? Sense motive.
sense motive?
Thank you.
Sense motive. Okay,
I play too many game modes. I don't remember what all
that's
the
what I
fucking rules are
forget.
called. Yeah, sense motive. That's the name.
Okay. Goblin a liar. We're gonna find out. Okay, 12. Roll
Next
the
time
12.
on Dragon Ball Z.
Uh-huh. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's at the bottom. Dirty 20. Is that goblin a liar?
He does not seem to be lying.
Bink is gonna, in goblin, say thank you for your honesty and try to slit his throat.
Ooh. The
All right.
Lannisters send their regards.
Uh-huh. Binky sends her regards.
He's near death. He's not 100% dead. You still got to land an attack on him.
Yeah.
So let's see that dice
Do
roll.
the roll. Gonna do the roll. Do the ramen meat. Am I gonna hit it? Do I add anything? I add the 8 to the roll, right? The bonus.
You add your whatever is on your dagger.
Okay, yeah. My brain tooted right now, and I was like, how do I do this? Okay. So, 20. Does that hit?
Yeah, 20's gonna hit a goblin. All day
Okay.
long. So he
And
has 1 hit point. You slit his throat.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, how close is he to death? Do I need to do a roll?
No, he has 1 hit point. You slit his throat. Then he is also dead.
Brutal.
Sick.
Bink be killing bitches left and right. Come on, guys, pick up the pace.
Okay, you got some help on one of them.
I say I injured one of them. Hang on.
Aw.
but that one you did. That goblin is you did kill single handedly. So that was your attack. I don't think you've moved.
I haven't. No, I'm on the way that these like crevices are. It's like kind of like a layered cake, right? Like tiered.
Yeah, every one of these strips is 5 feet up.
Okay. Would Bink be able to get to G2?
From from where you are. So that's
From where I am.
10 acrobatics, 15, 20, 5, 30. Yes, you could get right adjacent to him or 10 feet away from him, whichever you prefer, with a successful acrobatics check.
Okay. Would she also be able to do her tongue or no?
You know that because you've already attacked, and that's the same
Okay.
slot.
Bink, can she get like 5 feet away then from him?
Yeah, which
Okay.
is within 10
And then
feet. So that's
yeah,
basically close enough
acrobatic.
that your tongue can reach him, but far enough away that he can't reach you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That tongue is
Acrobat.
cool.
Oh yeah, no. I like when I was researching Gripply's, I was like, I kind of want to do jumping with the tongue because like that seems like a very frog thing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then it was like the when I'm reading these like guides to Gripply's, like how you play a Gripply and like basically like these are the feats they have for their racial class. It was like the big feat for the Gripply, they have a tongue, and I was like, yeah, okay, 17
Yeah.
for acrobat.
That is enough to successfully hippity hop off this cliff and land in any of these three. I mean, I think you have enough movement to go even out farther, but any of these, 10, 5 foot away tiles.
I'll just go middle. Keep it basic.
Cool. Brings us to Hans, who's got one cornered.
Hans is like he's from his perspective in Rage, he's tried being smart about it. He is gonna go for brute force now, so he's gonna go first. Straight axe wipe at him.
Just a regular old smash.
Yeah.
All right, give her a go.
Oh, even worse. I'm not gonna.
Oh god.
Oh.
It's not a nat 1. It's a 2.
Okay,
Thankfully.
but that's probably not going to hit him. Yeah. And I'm sure that this just throws Hans into like even more of a rage.
Yeah.
That he's like missed a couple consecutive attacks here.
Yeah, just to double check though, a 9 would a 9 have hit?
That's substantially different, but no, a 9 would not have hit.
Okay. Yeah, he's getting even more mad now. So that's gonna be it for Hans though.
Are you adding the temporary bonus you get to your attacks?
Yeah.
From the
I'm
barbarian?
adding the rage temporary bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he found the right buttons to go into and out of rage. We figured that one out. Okay, so if Hans is done, that brings us to the baddies. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then we have to go up the ramp. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. G2 is just going to straight dip. He's just going to straight run, clamber up the wall here, and tuck himself behind a stone, like pretty near his buddy. And that was at run speed, so he is going to be easier to hit. He's going to shoot the guy who's been shooting at him, Dawn. Ooh, he also rolled a 2, which is not going to hit. And that just leaves the man faced with Hans himself, who's going to take a little stabby stab with her Stabberson. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's the lowest roll I've rolled against you. That's a 3 plus 2 for 5 damage. Are you still standing?
Hans is feeling kind of like a 9 out of 23, but he's still standing.
He's feeling like a 9 out of 23.
Oh
man.
God, hun.
Then the goblin is going to use his bonus action to disengage. He's going to slip down the hill. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna slip down the hill and post up next to his buddy. That's it for them. Don,
Hey,
you're up.
hang on. Now that he moved, I want to recalculate this measurement. 5. Okay. I am going to. I would have to go up right here, correct?
Yeah, yeah. But
So you'd want a climb check for that?
no, because it's not tall enough to really need a climb check. You just have to spend double your movement for that one tile. So somewhere in there, you got to count a tile as 10. So you go, 5-foot step, 5,
Oh,
10, 15, 20, 25. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm gonna do. I'll just go up here then, with some movement. I have 20.
20. So that's 5, 10,
5.
15, 20. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, and then I'll take a shot at G2.
G2. You got it. He's got partial cover.
I've switched my dice up.
Okay.
That is a 16.
That's going to hit him if the cover doesn't save him. 2. Cover saves him.
Oh, I'll be done. Then
Okay. That is it for Dawn. Brings us back to the top. Bink.
Bink, baby. Okay. So would Bink be able to reach these dudes if she ran?
What's your movement speed?
30, so 60 plus the 5, so 65. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Yeah,
35.
You could get with 60 feet. You could just get to them. You could get to this single tile, or I guess you're small, so you could fit in this single tile too. But that
Okay.
is...
Could she basically get to like here and then tongue this dude?
Yeah, I mean she doesn't need to tongue him at that point. She's adjacent. But yeah.
I love this. Can she tongue him? Like
Oh yeah.
references. This is fantastic.
Wait, hold on. Could she get here, shoot her tongue out, and drag him down?
She could try. Well, hold on. No, she couldn't. Just because of how short she is and how big that, because she's only 2 feet tall, and that's a 5-foot drop. So if you get right up next to what is a 5-foot difference in height, like you're gonna have to crane your neck way up, and you're only gonna be able to see maybe the very top of his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What if she jumps and then does it?
It'd be acrobatics for the jump.
Okay.
You'd have to do two. You have to have 2 successful back-to-back checks. I guess 3 technically. It'd be an acrobat.
Okay.
You'd have to use your whole turn. You'd move there. You'd use an acrobatics check to jump, a reflex check to see if you actually hit him with your tongue while you were in midair, and then you could roll your CMD check to see if you grapple him.
Okay.
That's how I would
Wouldn't
do
she
that.
feel if she hit him or not?
She would feel if she hit him, but she'd still have to. So she
Yeah.
she has to. The way I figure it, she has to get high enough. Acrobatics. She has to hit him while she's a moving target. Reflex. And then once she's hit him, she has to like pull him down, which is the CMD. So that's my thought process. So start with your acrobatics.
While I had good luck, I don't think I'm gonna have that good of a luck. If I did, that would be like truly, that's when I start wearing a cross, pulling out Jesus signs everywhere. But okay, I think she's just gonna go to like this one then. Yeah. And then, French kiss this like this. Is he smaller or is this just like?
No, his tile's just smaller. Yeah.
Okay, well she'll go for the tiny one then.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have to roll to hit him with the tongue?
Just regular attack roll. Yeah, not anything special.
No, she's trying to yank him.
Oh, she's trying to yank him towards her?
Yeah.
You can't move him because you're already adjacent to him, but you're trying to like grapple him because I mean, effectively.
Yeah, grapple.
You'd hold him in place. Yeah. Okay. So then just do a regular grapple CMB check.
Okay. CMB. That's a 0. My CMD is like 15, so it's like I wish it was that. Okay,
Well, because here's
17.
the thing: because you don't get to roll again. He doesn't get to roll against you. He just has a standard CMD, which is why it's so much higher. It's basically like a DC to save against a spell, but against a physical thing. So it just is stagnant. 17 is enough though. So he is grappled. You are in control of him. He will not be moving unless he can either down you or break the grapple.
Okay, can she then do like an intimidate check on him?
Yeah, go for it.
Scare that goblin shitless. One of them's gonna poop their pants. Nat 20.
Nat 20. He's intimidated.
Oh.
All right, he's a scaredy boy.
Okay. Is the bank done, or can she make the where is the dwarf comment?
No, that's it for the bank.
Okay, the bankster.
Hans.
Oof.
Hans is gonna like jump down off the ledge and go for an attack on G2.
Okay, sounds good. You are using so little of your movement that even if you stumble on that jump, you'll have enough movement to recover, so no worries. Roll your attack.
Finally. 19.
That is going to hit and roll some damage. First time tonight, I think. Hans gets to roll for damage.
And it's a little under minimum damage. Let's see, but it's still going to be...
How can it be under minimum? It can't be under minimum.
Or not under minimum, just about minimum. Just above minimum.
Oh, okay, I got
6 damage.
6 damage. That is... Oh, you could have done it. You could have done it if you rolled just a little better, man. So you you have an axe, right?
Yes, yeah.
So you cleave into this goblin and, pretty nearly separate his torso from his legs. But he is still standing.
If I had attacked two-handed, it would have killed them. But I didn't. Too late now. Okay, that's going to be it for Hans.
All right, brother man. Brings us to them. G4 is intimidated. G2 is hurt badly. Hans and Bink, what is your movement speed?
40.
Holy shit, 40?
Walking 30, climbing 20.
I guess they still only see one of you apiece, and they know that you guys are bleeding. All right, they're gonna Alamo it here. G4 is going on Bink. 17 minus 2.
What does Alamona mean?
They're gonna Alamo. They're gonna last stand here. 17. So 19 against Bink to hit.
Okay. I thought you said alimony.
Ooh. And hey, Hans, at least there's some bad luck on the other side of the dice. That's a nat 1 against you, so G2 is just out of it. But G4, I think, does hit Bink for 19. Or with a 19, rather. Not for a 19. Oh. With a 19, right?
I thought you meant he did a 19. Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Even if he maxes a crit, I think all he can do is 14 damage total. He couldn't even do 19. But I did have to go with my mouth. He did roll max, which is 8 damage to Bink. Slashing.
Okay,
Slash. And then they are going to both disengage with their bonus. I guess G2 can't because he rolled a nat suck. But they're gonna
suck.
They're gonna disengage, and then 5, 10. And G4 is gonna slip down the pass and start making his way, back across the distance here. He is out in the open though. He wasn't able to get to any kind of cover. And G2 is stuck there. They're done. Dawn is up.
Oh, wait. Are we allowed to free talk right now?
Always. You guys can always free talk.
Bink is just going to yell at Dawn. Get him!
Yeah, can I... How much of him can I see from where I'm at?
G4,
Yeah.
his whole body. He's below you.
Okay. I'm going to do a rapid shot on him.
Okay, sounds good. So -2 to whatever your attacks are.
Yeah.
Ultimately, but you
I'm
can
gonna-
take 2 of them.
I'm going to use my blue dice this time.
Okay, you use whatever dice you want, whatever makes you happy.
5.
That's a big miss.
14.
14 is just barely missing him.
I'll be done.
Have you? Yeah, you. I know that you've winged somebody earlier. You winged one of Bink's kills earlier. But yeah, you guys are having some. Wait, hold on. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. Attack rolls. The only thing it doesn't. The only thing being shaken doesn't affect is your AC. So yeah, unfortunately, it still misses. I tried. I'm all, wait, he's shaken. That might. No, it doesn't.
I'll be done. Yeah.
All right.
I missed. I need a new bow.
Bink, you're up.
Okay. Does she need to intimidate this one goblin here, or is she kind of good on that?
I mean, G2 is not shaken. Like.
Okay. She's gonna try to intimidate him.
Okay.
Get out of them goblins.
Yeah, give it a go.
You know, cause like, why not?
Woo.
Ooh, okay.
Almost dropped my dice.
17 plus 5. 22.
He.
I want that kind of luck.
He is.
I know.
Maybe it's because there's so much adrenaline pumping through his system after taking such a drastic cleaving blow from Hans, but your intimidation does not seem to land in the same way with this goblin.
Okay. He's gonna look at Hans and say, "Don't kill him." And she's gonna walk over to this goblin ass bitch, and it's gonna go, "Where is the dwarf?" with her dagger up to his throat.
G2 is going to turn and yell down to G4 in Goblin. Most of you guys just hear. And Jennifer, I just sent you the translation of that.
Okay. Bink is gonna shout, "They're trying to get to the others. Get him!" and point towards that one. And can you cause someone pain without hurting them, causing them damage?
Yeah. There's a whole system for non-lethal damage. Absolutely.
Okay, Bink kind of wants to do that. She wants to torture the info out of this guy. And what I'm wondering is, because he has a cleaver wound, right?
Yeah, he does not have a lot of
Can she just stick her finger in it and start meddling around in the muscle?
If Hans had him pinned or incapacitated in some way, it would be that easy. But because he's not tied down, he has free will, he's holding a weapon, you're still going to have to land an unarmed attack to do something like that.
Okay, can I try that?
Yeah.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Gonna wiggle my finger in someone's muscle.
Could be intestines too. You don't know. He cleaved him in the abdomen, so.
Yeah, wherever the
you might even get lucky. Get your finger in an organ somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah, pull out
Just pull the skin off like some plastic wrap.
You get in the intestine. It's pulls out a full rotisserie chicken.
Ooh, chef's kiss. Mwah.
Okay. 16.
That's a hit. So roll your damage.
Okay. What was? The unarmed, it's It's the D2. I rolled a 15.
So evens are 1, odds are 2, so that's 2.
2 plus 4, so 6.
The goblin shrieks in pain as you stick your sticky little gripply fingers in there, and as you start pulling around, like not only are you like pushing, you're also pulling because your fingers have like stuck to all of this different material, and this goblin just like shrieks in pain and then immediately passes out. Oh, sorry.
Bink is gonna look at Han and be like, "Kill it! I'm going after the other." And I think that's it for. Can Bink start trying to run towards that G4, or is she good?
You did an attack, so yeah, you could move. You could run towards G4.
Okay. Can Bink go full sprint at, or does she even have to?
5. She has 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't think she has to. No. I think you're okay.
Okay. Bink is gonna, just
Okay.
get up on that big, and that's it.
Hans, you're up.
Okay. I'm having to debate because, like,
If you're debating for roleplay reasons, remember that you are in rage, and part of being rage.
no, not for roleplay reasons.
Okay.
It's to decide roleplay outcomes. Because, like, if Hans is in rage, how much will he listen, and like, when does he come out of rage if he cannot really control it?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, you can. I think
that's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I think a safe guideline is you can come out of rage whenever you want. Like you have that much control over it. But the way rage reads is that you can't use any intelligence-based skills, and language is intelligence-based skills, so you can't speak. It's usually like understood that, or it's usually given that you can understand speech. You just can't use any speech yourself.
Okay.
But if what you're describing is would Hans use the judgment center of his brain in response to anything that was said, the answer is probably no, but it's your character.
Okay, that's basically what I was trying to figure out, whether he's, because like the idea was that I was thinking like he comes out of rage whenever there's not necessarily any more immediate danger.
Right.
So
Which
basically,
there's not now. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, there was the idea. Wait, what's up?
Yeah.
I thought you could exit rage at any time.
Yeah, no, it was just like Hans would he do that, and I was thinking like, would Hans basically ignore the unconscious one who's not in danger and go after the one that is speaking, but as a player, don't want to go around like just run over there and take it from Jennifer. So I think it's going to work best if Hans just looks at the thing immediately in front of him and goes for axe to chop off the head.
Yeah, he's unconscious. You can just coup de grace him. No need to roll any. He's not resisting you, so you for sure. That thing pops off like a fucking guillotine and goes rolling. It is out of here, Gonzo.
Okay. I will say, if you would have gone after G4, I wouldn't have been like offended.
Okay, good to know for future reference.
Yeah, like if you were planning to be like, I'm going to steal Jennifer's kill, I'd probably be like, what the fuck? But if you're just doing it because character roleplay, I don't really care.
Okay, I just didn't want to step on any toes there.
Oh no, I don't be more confused.
Okay, so with that then, fresh kill, Hans is still in rage. He looks up, he sees G4, and he's gonna start going towards that way too. There you
go. Okay.
And that will be it for Hans' turn.
That brings us to the baddies, who he's going to use his free action or his bonus action that's disengaging. And then he's going to full-ass, dead-ass sprint his entire movement away from you guys, which is going to land him 125 feet away, which I'm just going to mark.
Dang, goblins can run fast.
And then that's it for his turn, bringing us to Dawn.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. So he's 125 feet away from where they are currently standing.
Yes. So that's an additional, this amount of space from.
Can they
where
see
you
him
are.
from where he's at?
Yeah, off in the distance. Yeah.
I'm
He's-
gonna run over here, and I'm gonna try and hit him.
All right, man. Give it a go.
Can we assist with this in any way or no?
Purple dice.
Not with an attack roll from a bowman.
Damn it.
Holy shit! 21.
To hit?
Nice.
That's a hit. Roll your
yeah.
damage,
Give me-
sir.
Give me some real damage here.
Come on.
Oh, he's already taken a bit.
What happened?
I don't know. Math?
Is he dead?
No, we didn't catch your number.
Oh, 8. 8.
Oh, yeah, you one-shot him.
Oh.
Uh,
I just wanted to go like right through the back of his neck.
okay.
So like it paralyzes him instantaneously, and he just kind of fumbles to the ground.
Yeah, just like, it's one of those things where, I don't know if you guys ever saw, it's a really, really old video of, it's a dude on a scooter, and he like jumps a bunch of stairs, and when he lands, the front of the handlebars just snap, and he just like, boom, and then like slides like 15 feet, and that's basically it. Like, he's like running, you hit him, his legs stop moving, he falls forward, but the momentum carries him another 10 feet, and he's very dead. And you guys are in free action. Congratulations.
We did it.
I wasn't gonna let that one get away.
No, that's an Archer moment.
That is an Archer moment.
Whoa! Holy shit!
Yeah, goblins have 7 hit points, so.
Oh boy.
So just to also know, if Hans hit like for any amount of damage with the two-handed attack, he would have killed it because he has a D8 plus 6.
Oh god, yeah. Oh man.
Well, let's see what they had on them.
Okay. All right.
Should we loot them really fast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Hans comes out of rage here.
Bink is gonna go over to one of those, like, just one of the goblins and take one of their arrows.
Okay.
That way she has. If worst case scenario, the dwarf dies, we at least have proof of what happened to him.
Yeah.
But
Oh, sorry.
can she? What kind of teeth do goblins have in this universe?
Sharp, pointy yellow.
Okay. Can she try to pull out some of their teeth to add to her necklace?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a D12. Roll me a D12.
Okay. Oh, it's red in this one. 7.
You get 7 teeth.
Yay! Bink is blinged out. She's just gonna start adding them to the necklace.
Cool. The other two of you guys are just gonna start like rifling through pockets, looking for stuff.
Yeah, I want to loot this guy here.
So go ahead and give me charisma saving throw or charisma check.
Can
16.
Bink go rifle through the vomit one?
Yeah. Also give me a charisma check. And
16,
then
David.
I'm sure that Hans is gonna look through one as well.
Yeah.
You find
Let's
eight
put that down.
8 silver pieces, 4 copper pieces, and an old bone. Bink.
Charisma check. It's a
D20 plus your charisma modifier.
okay. 10.
You find 2 silver, 6 copper, and a half-eaten ration. Hans?
6.
You find 8 copper and a broken dagger.
taking that dagger.
You're taking the dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. It has the broken condition, so you can look that up in
Yes.
Pathfinder.
Yes. That is. Yeah.
Cool. And then I'm just going to give you guys off of the last goblin an average of your rolls, which would be there's another single gold piece on the. There's a single gold. No, you guys didn't have a gold piece. There's 5 silver pieces on the last goblin.
On the last goblin, I have something that I want to do because
Cool. Yeah. Go for it.
I like collecting trophies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the arrow from him, and I'm gonna keep that one as a special arrow.
Okay.
And then what's the best thing on a goblin that would make like a trophy?
Goblin ears are traditional trophies, but a goblin like finger would be pretty distinct, or
Bink could make you a necklace.
or you could go old school. You could scalp them. I mean, it's not traditionally. It's just a general trophy that way.
I'm gonna take his hands.
Take his hands.
Yeah, and so I can like salt them and shrink them down and everything like that.
Yeah, well, they're already pretty small. They're about monkey paw size. Right
oh
now.
my goodness! So are they going to be like little doll hands?
So yeah, they're like monkey paw size.
Yeah,
a little bit
just
smaller.
to preserve them.
Yeah, that's
just
fair.
To preserve them.
I'm gonna say you have salt in your pack, so you can just do that real quick if you want.
Cool. Yep.
Sweet. Then okay, so you guys are here. You've been traveling for quite a few hours. You are. It's getting to be like, dinner time ish. Between like 6, 7 o'clock. You still got another couple hours of daylight left. This interaction did set you guys back, and you don't. You if you continued through to Big Al's, you'd probably not make it there until the middle of the night, kind of thing. But you guys are here. There are the two. As a reminder, there are the 2 dead horses with the arrows in the middle of the road, and there are these 4 dead goblins.
Yeah, I wanna look around and see if I can't find any other set of tracks on where these guys might have gone.
Survival check, please. Anybody else?
Can Bink just kind of fill them in on what she knows from talking to the goblins?
Yeah, I can roleplay. You guys can roleplay that at any time.
Yeah, basically, Bink is kind of looking at Hans and Dawn, and it's like she points towards the one that Hans is currently at, G3 dead, and be like, he did not know where Dorf went. But
well, let me see if I can. Oh.
G4 was told to warn others.
Well, let's see if we can't figure out where the others are before they figure out where we are. My check was a 19, David.
Okay. And you're looking for more sets of tracks?
Yeah, I want to see, like, there's others, so I want to see where others might have gone that I can, like, an identifiable pattern.
Okay. Are you checking, like, where you are now, kind of by this goblin, or are you checking, like, closer to the horses?
Shit. I would probably honestly check by the horses, because if they nabbed them at the horses, probably gonna be okay.
Okay. So you are running your investigation check by the horses. Bink, I haven't done that in a while. Bink is debriefing everybody. Hans?
He is, I guess, looking towards like the forest or anything, seeing if he can see any other goblins that might be coming.
Perception check, please. So, Dawn, you are looking around these horses, and you see that from that these horses were shot dead here. Like this is where they fell. It's very obvious they weren't like dragged here. You can see the staggered footsteps behind them before they collapsed. You are able to see a medley of small footprints, you know, between 4 and 8 sets. You're not really sure, but what really catches your eye are the drag marks of two distinct lines where larger than goblin-sized bodies were being dragged.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
perception was
which way
22.
which way were they being dragged? Up the
Sorry.
road.
Yeah, up in the direction that the G4 was fleeing. 22 on the perception.
Yes.
You don't see any more goblins, but you do see like an unnatural break in the trees where you see an unnatural break in the trees that's about goblin size, like a little uh, a break in the underbrush. I guess is a better descriptor.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back and say they were definitely dragging the dwarves up this hill.
And Han's gonna like point towards that break. He's like, would it happen to be in that direction?
I
Yes,
can.
roughly in that direction.
Yes, that's it.
All right, I think we got our goblins. We know where they're going.
I saw about 4 to 8 sets of tracks that were dragging them that way.
Can Bink? Okay, like, would we know this off the bat? Like, why would the goblins pick off some merchant?
You can roll.
I have dungeoneering and local for knowledge.
Roll me a local knowledge. Yeah.
Okay. Because maybe the dwarf just got taken to the goblin quinceanera. We don't know, guys. We don't know at all.
It was a surprise party that they were willing to kill us to prevent us from going to.
We didn't
Uh-huh.
want to roast. They didn't want us to ruin the surprise.
16. 8
Um,
on.
you know that this is a mining region. You know that there are lots of different like outposts, people living on their own. There's a lot more isolation out here near Phandelver, especially. It's a new town, kind of like a Wild West style, fringes of society deal. So it would not be unheard of for goblins to, shoot a wagon just because it's a wagon, because there'd be a fair likelihood that it would have something good in it. Either supplies going to the different logging and mining camps, or ore and gold and shit coming back from.
Are you cut out what?
Oh, I'm sorry. You basically this is a mining region, and so wagons that travel through here are inherently valuable because one of two things is usually in them: either like provisions and goods for the mining and logging camps for the workers, or
Mm-hmm.
minerals and gold and shit coming back from the mining camps.
Mm-hmm. Bink is gonna kind of rub her froggy chin, and it's gonna be like, mm, "Bet they stole gold or ration, but why take dwarf?
Uh,
Why not? Why not kill? Leave here. Why need dwarf?"
That's a good question, actually.
I mean, Barley said said he liked to display as well. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but they could have just ransacked him and then killed him and left his body like they did these horses.
Oh, can Bink also take her health potion?
For sure, you just gotta notate
Chug
it
chug.
on your deal. Your DM will remind you that potions are limited and resting is free. Spending hit dice are free. Um,
Oh wait, yeah, because we're gonna be resting soon anyway.
I mean, it depends.
Okay, then wait. I'll never mind.
Yeah. But it is also a risky move traveling anywhere at low health. So whatever you guys want to do. I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys are on this road. I don't have a dog in this fight. It's just the three of you standing on a road.
How long would it take us to get back to town to rest for the night?
Enough to completely defeat the purpose of your traveling for today.
I think we'd have to camp by we'd honestly probably want to camp by the road to set up watches.
Yeah, I'd also suggest tucking in somewhere and cold camping for the night instead of starting a fire. Starting a fire would be the quickest way to make sure we're spotted by whoever's looking for us.
Binks is gonna nod her head.
Could I? Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go, you're good.
Could I make a shelter with a survival roll? Like an improv shelter?
No, you would use your survival roll to find the best place to set up camp, is what you would do.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Can I do that?
Yeah. It's going to take some time.
17.
Okay. You
tell these guys. I'll tell them.
Yeah.
Let me look for a place for us to set up camp. An ideal location to set up camp.
And Dawn starts heading, up and down the road, looking at each side of the road, of the hilly embankments on each side, and ultimately he settles on like a small round hilltop, which has a few boulders on it. It doesn't offer you like total 360 coverage, but it does offer you total 360 vision, and that's where he proposes you guys camp for the night.
Yeah.
You show us where it is.
I can't because it's on this map.
Oh, okay. This is where I suggest we make camp. So I'll start getting out my bedroll and making it all nice and comfy and flat.
Hans is gonna propose, or not propose, but he's gonna take up first watch because he's just gonna take up first watch.
Okay.
Well, I can take first watch. You got beat up pretty bad there.
Okay. All right. He's gonna take it. He'll let him.
Okay.
He's just gonna
the Hans bedroll with them, like a little cat.
So if you guys each stretch your watch into 3 hours instead of the typical 2, you can get through a night here. It's not the kind of thing that you can do forever, a bunch of consecutive nights, but a couple of nights here and there, the three of you can rotate through on a little bit less sleep, no big deal. So Don's taking first watch. Are you guys, who's taking second?
Bink will take second.
Okay, and Hans will take third.
Yep.
Don,
roll your perception check. Yeah.
Please do not have a critical failure here now. 12. Oh no, perception 19.
Yeah, it's your shift passes without incident.
Whew. Thank God it wasn't me.
Okay, is it baby Bink time?
As long as Dawn wakes you up.
Yeah, I'll go wake Bink up.
Okay, baby Bink. Perception
Baby
check.
Bink.
I gotta catch some
where's my
Z's.
perception? 18.
Your watch passes uneventfully.
Oh God. She's gonna wake up Hans.
Hans is going to wake up, post up, and let's get that roll of 15.
Hey.
As the night passes uneventfully. You can't get ambushed every night, guys. Can't. Doesn't happen all the time. it
You
is.
could
It
have
is.
rolled the 1.
It is morning. It is morning time, and you guys are. The light of a new day is breaking over the horizon. The shadows of each of the boulders and the trees are stretched long in the early morning light, and you guys awake a little bit chilly. No fires the night before meant that temp got pretty low, and your bedrolls are only hide. But it's morning time.
Out of curiosity, how much did we heal? Because I know that's been
I am in this campaign. A long rest heals all your health. That is
Okay.
not the case in all the real Pathfinder campaigns I play. But because I'm playing out of a pre-written book where where in that rule set characters gain all their health back, I am also letting you guys gain all your health back on a full rest. So
Yay!
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, you guys know. I mean, imagine starting any of these encounters with not full health.
Yeah, we'd be screwed.
So, it seems like the balancing, like it's been a nail biter every time. So the balancing feels perfect to me. But I think an important part of that is making sure you guys get to start with full health. So, anyway, you have all your health.
Gracias. So we are. Okay, wrong time. We are awake now, correct?
You are awake now. It is the morning time.
Actually, I don't know. I don't remember what time you guys normally stop. It is 9 o'clock.
We stop usually between 9 and 9:30. So actually, that's a good point. How's everybody feeling? If this feels like a breaking point, we can stop here.
I'm still awake, so.
Andres?
feel like it's a good stopping point.
You feel like it's a good stopping point?
Yeah, because I don't know what's in store if we go into that forest, but I definitely know there's probably goblins in there.
Yeah.
Probably another
There's goblins
start
afoot.
of combat.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's I agree with you. This is a good stopping point. It's a touch early. I would have liked to push a little farther, but 3 hours.
Also, just
3 hours is a super solid session, and we just rested. I mean, it's great. It's a good point.
Also wouldn't want to get into combat and then like Joe can't make it next session
That's
or
true.
anything
I was
happens like
about
that.
to
And then he runs
say.
off midway through the battle. She's here, and then just like runs off again and leaves you guys fighting a bunch of goblins holding the bag.
While hilarious. Like that would be absolutely hilarious.
Wait, quick question. Is the Sammy we're referring to in the roles of Tammy, is she Tammy 1 or Tammy 2?
That
I don't know if Joe's decided that yet.
that
Because
I
Tammy
have
2
decided.
is the, like,
I have decided, but I'm not gonna say.
Oh.
because I know
But-
Tammy 2 is like the actual wife of the actor who plays Bron Sonson and is sex used like crazed in the show. And Tammy 1 is a kind of almost like groomer who is horrifying.
Oh yeah. On that note, thank you for reminding me. Can I take over for a minute, David, to give an exit to Ron, to Dawn, to Dawn?
Oh yeah. On that note, yeah, absolutely. Before we end, it is. Are you? I mean, yeah. Go ahead, Don. Take it away.
Unless you have something you want to say and me react to.
No. I just am going to remind you that you have. I guess you didn't take the last watch, so you couldn't just disappear. So never mind. That's not even on the table. So I'm sorry. No, you
I
go
see
ahead.
what you're saying.
You go ahead.
Let's see. You like out in the distance, you hear like shrieking and cackling and
Oh Jesus.
coming for you, dog! And I immediately just tense and book it.
Opposite direction or towards?
Opposite direction. And I shit. Actually, before I take off, I let them know I'll be watching and I'll be there if you need me. And
Peace.
thank you.
Oh God.
Oh, I love it. And that feels like a great place to end the stream. Give me just a second. I will be right back. Thank you guys for watching, for hanging out with us. Wednesday night D&D is a lot of fun. It's my small group. We get to have a lot of hijinks. These are pre-written campaigns. It is the Lost Mine of Phandelver was most of the content tonight, and I'm running that interposed and overlapped with the Dragon of Icepire Peak. I'll be a player on Friday. We'll be streaming that game. I am Slagnar, the Goblin Artificer, and I play a game on Tuesdays. We don't always stream it. It's a big 7-player game. It can get a little bit bogged down sometimes, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much. Catch you next time. Later.